This one. Okay. There we go. Now it's working. Hey Kaylee, welcome to the stream. Andrew Slater, welcome. M8MS, welcome, welcome. Hi everybody. We don't have music right now, so let me go ahead and get some music in here. Let me go ahead and get some music. We love music. Everybody loves music. Big music guy. Whoa, that was loud. My apologies. Right there. Boom. We have music. I'm gonna turn it all the way down so that way we don't get claimed. Anyways, hi everybody. Make sure I said hi to everybody. Pokey Fountain, how's it going? Parsley CH, yeah, I was muted. I'm not anymore though. We're doing all right. We're streaming professionally, always professionally. Anyways, Cash Corn, welcome. Hi everybody. I hope you're having a wonderful, fix my shirt, wonderful Monday night. It's not been that long since you last saw me. I was here not even a week ago. When was it? Wednesday last week? Edgar, welcome. That is because we are starting something incredible on this channel. Something that has never been done before. We are scheduling the streams. I always schedule the streams, but now every Monday around this time between 7 and 8 o'clock, every Monday, unless I say otherwise, I will be streaming. So you will at least see my face once a week, which is probably enough for a lot of you, honestly. But it keeps pulling my thing down. I got to get a new microphone that doesn't pull my shirt down. But Dawn Lindsay, welcome. My live stream is private. Is it private? Let's check. That's me. That's my voice. No, I don't think it is. I think we're good. Anyways, CG5 was confirmed to be the legendary. Ugh, that has something to do with what we're talking about today. I have the curator club thing. Yes. Is that optional or is required for the streams? Oh no, that's optional. I just added it because I thought it was fun. If it was required, I think that'd be kind of funny. I'm gonna keep fixing my shirt. Anyways, okay, so thank you all for being here today. Our mission today is to predict 2026 for My Singing Monsters. Lukey Pookie, you're so kind. I appreciate you for that. Unfortunately, you won't see it every day, but once a week is good. So yes, we are predicting 2026 for My Singing Monsters. Let me go ahead and move over here. Oh, we got the monkey. Not found island. Hold on, let me fix that real quick. I need to get this. Pop out chat. Where did this go? Hold on, hold on, hold on. Boom. No? Why is this not working? Hello? That's odd. I don't know why that isn't working, because that is... Oh, there we go. Fixed it. Okay, cool. There you go. Now you guys are on the stream as well. Okay, so we are doing My Singing Monsters 2026. I'm gonna pull this thing up and I switch back to this view so that way if anything sensitive comes up you guys won't see it. Not necessarily sensitive, just spoilery or anything. Okay, so I made this. This is our large calendar predicting MSM 2026 and it has every day of the year in here. Very cool. I'm trying to figure out how to move around in Photoshop. I should probably lock this down too. So, together, you and I are going to figure out what the heck is going on this month. Not just this month, every month for the rest of this year. There are a few videos already on YouTube that have already done this, but I have not seen any of them, so, you know, I have not been subjected to spoilers. Let me do this as well, so that way you guys can see that. Okay. So, I don't see why we don't just get into it. Let me also pull up here this. I made a thing here where we have the wiki and we also have this is the fan kit here, so we can pull assets from the fan kit over and just do that. So okay, starting out in January, we have a good amount of things already kind of established for January. And we see some people saying epic bowhead, which I did not actually even put together, but that makes sense. It would be a shame if they were exactly the same as someone else's too. That would be unfortunate. But all right, so we already kind of know what's going on with January. Let me go ahead and pull up the thing that says what is going on this month. On the wiki, where is this? Hold on. Professional streamer. There we go. Okay. So we go to the wiki. If we search upcoming content, I feel like this is a good place to start. Upcoming features, right? Scroll down a ton. We're going to be relying on this a lot here too. Just this page, the upcoming features page. But this, we already know what's happening in January, okay? We have all of these different breeding bonanzas going on. The theme is Jumpstart January, and we have new content on the 14th and the 28th. So let's just go ahead and start there. I think we should first figure out when Crescendo Moon is going to come, right? Which isn't hard. We just should probably place that. Element sigils. This one is what we want. Download. I also need to make sure I have chat pulled up on the side. I want to make sure I can see what you guys are saying. There we go. Oh, it's Ali A. Okay. There we go. That's good. I can close out of that. Okay, I think I downloaded this. Downloads. There we go. All right. Crescendo Moon. I think in the past, Crescendo Moon has... When has Crescendo Moon happened in the past? MSM Wiki. Crescendo Moon. I know it happened. Oh no! Why am I'm searching this? We should look up when is Chinese New Year, because isn't that usually where it falls? Is on the Chinese New Year. When is Chinese New Year in 2026? Play your part 2026 would also be incredible. Oh, well, this is. Is it possible for Crescendo Moon to happen in February? That'd be kind of crazy. I don't think so, right? Oh wait, no, actually, it can. This one started on the 31st of January and then went until the 12th. So, that's interesting. That means that this could fall at the end of the month. Let me look up, when was Chinese New Year? Year 2024. Did it fall around the same time? Yeah. Okay, so Crescendo Moon, I think, is actually probably going to be happening in February this year, which is really interesting. I'm trying to figure out where I'm going. You're just starting Magical Sanctum? Don't worry, I don't think you'll miss it. We're going to put this... When did this say? I have such a short-term memory. February 17th. That's so interesting. Okay. So if this is when the Chinese New Year is this day right here... I'm going to say Crescendo Moon is starting on this Wednesday, which is a lot later than I thought it would have. So I guess that means no seasonal events for January. But we did figure out that this was going to be Jumpstart January, so I'll go ahead and throw that up here. We're also going to try to predict the moniker for each month. So obviously this was Jumpstart January, right? And it was focused on getting new players, you know, sorry, my eye just is spazzing out right now. Getting new players into the groove of the game and getting them into new things. So we'll try to predict the themes for every month as well. Yeah. Okay, so everyone has said Epic Bowhead is coming. Do we think that that is the 14th or the 28th? What would make the most sense? Probably the 14th, right? I know this isn't prediction. This is more so just like lore. This is more so just putting what's already there. But I think it's important that we do that. Fabulous February or Fumpstart February. I like that a lot. It's just the first letter but Jumpstart. So Fumpstart February, Mumpstart March. You know, that's great. February 11th is the date. Yeah, Crescendo Moon. Yeah. So we do have that there. No seasonal event for January. I think we're also getting a new paranormal this month. So let's go ahead and put that at the end of the month because, I mean, I don't know. What do we think? Peak content competition is... Appreciate you, Cyber. Welcome to the stream. We're predicting MSM, but right now we're just kind of putting the things in for this month in place at least. JUMPSTART February, yeah. I think you're right on that one. I think that's correct. Freaky February is another option, but Mythical May I think is actually really good too. I'm gonna, just so I don't forget that, we're gonna put that there now. But because don't they usually do that for May? Okay, everyone focus, lock in on this. We got to figure out January, right? We're getting Epic Bowhead and a new paranormal. What was the other content they teased as part of this? Do we remember? Let's go to the video here. My Singing Monsters channel. There we go. So we had, it was this. This is, are we thinking this is Epic Bowhead? This as well. What even is this? This is like a mole monster here. New monster bio. And then new instrument. Yeah, alright. So we're gonna say the paranormal monster is gonna come out on the 28th because I feel like this is, if I shut up the composer video for a second, if we listen to this.
But we're not going to say which one. All right, so for the first instrument, we have the theremin. Very strange instrument.
Oh, it doesn't play, never mind. But we have all these different instruments, right? I feel like where is a new monster going to go? Paranormal Carnival, obviously, right? It could be a new legendary as well, but I feel like we're going to hold out on the legendaries for now. I don't think they would just randomly drop that in January, but I mean, they could, you know. Doing the unexpected is something I think they do pretty often, but let's listen to what this is because I would like to hear this one.
Colorful.
Also, Cyber, I see you're asking for the name of the font. This is Hobexu, and you can get it by looking through the My Singing Monsters game files. So download it on Steam, and then it's in the files on Steam. Let's listen to this bio here.
Colorful kind of way.
I missed it. We gotta go back.
Okay.
Cool. And then maybe
I gotta keep adjusting my shirt.
Okay.
as
Great.
to what this could be referring to, what monster could possibly be referring to. This monster at one point felt like it knew what it was and had one voice to sing with.
Okay.
But has
This
perhaps been.
I'm remembering what this was. It reminds me, like honestly, of, and I'm saying this, and it has nothing to do with the rest of the stream. But Whizbang is that the globe becomes a monster kind of thing, is what this reminds me of. But I don't think it has anything to do with that. I'm just saying that.
Inadvertently exposed too long to some strange energies.
Okay.
And it's now feeling a bit disharmonious. I don't know.
That's probably a variant, right? Like that has to be a variant. Disharmonious as well. Is probably, we're going to put new paranormal and then new ethereal workshop rare, right? But which one? I should probably look at these. Upcoming features. Let me see them. Let me see. Where are the rare monsters? Future rare monsters. More rare monsters. If we just go in order, I think Flask would be next, right? Or no, I guess it could be Whale. I don't know. Do we think they're gonna do the triples first, or we're gonna move straight to the quads? Because I mean, I don't know. They might do the triples. They might do the quads. Hey, Miles, welcome to the stream. Paranormals are one of the things I'm most excited for because I like adding paranormals on my fan-made islands. Yeah, they're actually really very cool. Vinny Am, welcome to the stream. I think we're gonna go with Flask on this one. We'll go rare Flask, right? That is probably the I mean, I don't know. To me, that just is the next in line, right? But I think it's going to be a rare Ethereal Workshop monster. Yeah, triples first. Okay. What was this other thing that was coming out on this day? Or on the day before this? It's the Silhouette. This looks like a mole monster. Does that, any ideas for what this is? It's just a mole creature. If we're getting Epic Bowhead, like what else could we do? Is this a variant, or is this just like a new monster entirely, you know? Oh, you know what it could be? It could be one of these. It could be an epic Wublin. We just got 𝗗𝗦𝗧𝗓𝗏. I don't know. I feel like once a month is... Oh, I opened in design. Oh, no. Oh, no. Once a month I feel like is not too bad, but... That is a new paranormal, you think? I guess it could be. I don't know. I feel like the 28th will be the new paranormal, though. Because, like, what else... Unless we're just getting a new island at the end of this month. What am I looking for? I feel like one of these is a new Wublin. So I'm gonna put Epic Wublin here. Oh, Epic Catalyst, actually. That's a good guess. You know, I can see it. It's like a little hunched over. But I don't know. It looks like a rat. It really does look like a rat. I'm sorry that my shirt keeps falling down. Maybe I can... Hold on, let me fix this microphone. Don't want to give you... You don't get to see any of my chest. Yeah, I think either Rare Catalyst or Wublin, I think. But, which Wublin? Astropod, maybe? I mean, I don't know. What do you guys think? I feel like it's one of these big ones, right? Crystal Islet is coming in April and Poislet Islet in Summer Song. That makes sense. We'll bring that up again. When we get to those months, bring that up again. Or like Crepuscule, but I don't see, like, the head is here and the drum would have to be lower down and further out, I think. M2 check ASMR, yeah. I'm gonna put Astropod. I feel like that's a good guess here. Epic Astropod. Okay, so that's our prediction for January. Pretty light month, but you know, like we said, Jumpstart January. This is focusing on getting all the different, you know, the monsters that are already out. All this stuff here. So, yes, I do. I do have a cover for that. Okay, so now we get into the fun stuff, right? February is not only our first few seasonal events of the game, but also it's something we don't know anything about. I'm also going to put here too, just so we don't forget it. I think Season of Love is going to start on the last Wednesday as well, right here. So we're gonna get Season of Love, a new Paranormal, and Rare Flask, I think, on this day. Okay, there we go. So we have that. All right, so we need... Bon Appetit is a very good guess too. I don't know. We're gonna stick with Astropod, but we need something for February. We had JUMPSTART February, but we need something that's going to encompass the entire theme of the month, right? We gotta put JUMPSTART February. What does that mean though? You know, like what is JUMPSTART February? Oh, I actually, that's a good point, Cash. I don't know if every month is going to have a title. I feel like it makes sense for them to, but I don't know. It's all up in the air. Oh, funny. Rare Whale could come out. I don't know. We'll stick with Rare Flask. That's a good... I'm leaving January in the past. January's over. We're moving on to February. Federal February is good. FWOG February. Feature February. I like the idea of feature because feature says to me they're going to be showcasing different like community made things. For Corn February is fun. Oh, you're right. AIPM, that's good too. I don't know. We'll leave it. We'll leave it for now, but I like Feature February. Feature February is good, but now we have to base the rest of the month on featuring like creator-made content, okay? Or not creator, but like community content. Feature February, or maybe it's like new features. I don't know. So if we have Season of Love just happened on the 28th, right? Do we think we're getting a new island? Like, I think that's too soon, right? I feel like we'll have something new on this Wednesday, right? Probably a new variant. Maybe an epic magical, maybe? Magical. And then something here for this seasonal event, the Crescendo Moon. Maybe we could get rare... Oh, Fabulous February is good too. Ah! Guys, you all have such good ideas. Oh my gosh. Okay, yeah, let's combine the two then. Let's do Feature and Fabulous, right? We'll go with Fabulous February. And we'll do, this month is focused, I'll add a little description. So that way we know what we're talking about here. That's way too small. Ebony Regular. Alright. This month is all, if I can spell, this month is all about costumes. Do you think they'll do another costume month after Spooktical, though? Fire Oasis Gaming, welcome. This month is all about costumes and encouraging... Oh, I don't know. Ah! No, I like the idea of Fabulous February, but I think it has to be a different kind of... they have to take a different route, you know, because Spooktical is all about costumes, right? I don't know. Let's go ahead. Let's just do it. This month is all about costumes and encourages the community to create, we'll say, seasonal inspired costumes for their favorite monsters. New costumes available every week. Okay, so we'll do that. There's a community event during this month. Yeah, that's okay. We're gonna run with this idea, Shockwave. I think I like the Fabulous February idea, and we're gonna take a spin on it. So we're gonna say February is about taking like new community event. The community is gonna be asked to create costumes for monsters, right? Because Spooked is all about you dress up as your favorite monster, but February now is you design a costume for your monster, and the community is going to vote on which one they think is their favorite. And it's Fabulous February, and then every week there's going to be a few new costumes that come out. And what like special promotions can you have during this month too? Like, I don't know. They're gonna have their Birds of a Further thing as well. Mulch March. They might have already done that. I wouldn't put it past them to do it again, but I mean, I don't know. Do we have any other ideas in chat? We could do Feature February, but I mean, what is Feature February? It's just focusing on creator-made content. I feel like that's more general, but yeah, we do need some easier ones as well. Yeah, so I think this is fine. We'll keep this February for now. We'll do an Epic Magical for the second week of whatever the seasonal event is called. What the heck is it called? Season of Love. But we need to see the Epic Magicals here. Okay, yeah, here we go. I don't think we're gonna get a Bone Island one, and I don't think we're gonna get a Psychic Island one. So we need either Light Island or this song took me completely off guard. We need either Light Island or Fairy Island. Oh, the MSM card contest is good too. Not the biggest, or no, not biggest. I can't read. I'm sorry. I'm tired. Kissing Whizbang. We're not doing that. not that contest. No, no more. Let's go Epic. Something about Epic Gob, I think, just really speaks to me. Epic Gob, yeah. Actually, let's do that. We're gonna go an Epic Light Island monster, and we haven't had a double elemental yet, so yeah, we're gonna go Epic Gob, or just Light Island in general, right? That'll round out Season of Love, and Epic Gob is gonna be a square, and it'll have like lipstick on the top of its mouth to fit in with Season of Love. Okay, so that'll round out Season of Love. For this month, or not this month, this day, Crescendo Moon. What are we thinking for Crescendo Moon, everybody? Maybe could we have another Epic Magical? I feel like this could be a good day to release the legendary on. You know, I mean, is it too soon to already have a new legendary? Because this is the last week of until Valentine's Day, right? So that would round out Season of Love. We would get something right in the middle of February. Marriage March. We are actually accurately predicting MSM's entire 2026. This, from now on, everything you see on this list is basically canon, right? Alright. Crescendo Moon is gonna go on until... We're gonna put this here. That's 6 on... Okay, so this is gonna end on this Monday. This is gonna end on this day, which means this. I think we get Air Legendary. I think that's good. Air Island Legendary. This seems to be, they teased in the BB Money video, Baby No Money video, that there is going to be more legendaries. I'm turning my computer down because I need to be able to hear. We could also get Blizzrungle down, but I feel like honestly, they're teasing legendaries, right? We're gonna say Air Island Legendary, and I feel like the very obvious pick here is CG5. So we're gonna say CG5, and what it's going to be, and I'm predicting this right now, is CG5 used to have this like lizard mascot. I don't know why that one doesn't have a shirt on. We're gonna go to Google Images. CG5 mascot. Where the heck is it? He used to have like a lizard. CG5 lizard. This guy. This used to be like his like, I'm not gonna say persona because I don't think he's a furry, but like his profile picture, how he like said, you know, this is what his YouTube thing was, right? Yeah, it hasn't been around in forever, but this like gives me My Singing Monsters vibes, very much so. And I don't know exactly what it would do, but putting this on Air Island, I feel like would fit right in, right? So I feel like that is what it's gonna be. We're gonna say so the 11th of February, Crescendo Moon starts. We're getting an Air Island Legendary. It's gonna be CG5, and it's gonna be his like lizard guy. That's we'll just put lizard guy. I mean, is that a good send-off to Season of Love? By Dawn. Yeah, his OC, that's it. That's the word for it. 2 months over is when we start getting epic Wobblins and magicals, okay. Jewel June, yes, we'll probably do Jewel June as well. Okay, so yeah, I feel like this is pretty good. We'll get also probably like, is there anything happening on Magical Sanctum? You don't think CG5 will be the Air Legendary? I don't see why not. I don't see why not. We're gonna go ahead and say he is. What else could come out on this day? I don't even know. Something with Magical Sanctum. We're gonna say Magical Sanctum. No, probably not on this day. We're gonna move that actually to the week after. So here we'll have Magical Sanctum Rare, or not Rare, Epic. Which is very interesting because we have multiple weeks with something new in a row, right? I can get rid of this. We think it's too soon to have an epic pure magical. Or new costumes too, yeah, that's a good idea. That's funny. Let's go epic enchantling right out the gate. Do any of these kind of like, what is this Chinese New Year theme? Like, what's the animal that this year is associated with? Is it horse? 2026 animal. Fire horse. Okay, that's interesting. Do any of these monsters look like a fire horse to you? Oh, did he really say that? We'll check that out in just a second. AI Pim. Which one of these looks like a horse? Probably Easter, right? I don't know who else it would be. Let me scan through this real quick. Big Banjaw. Yeah, we'll just go ahead and say Easter. I don't see why not. I'm a little worried that having Epic Gob and then Epic Zeester kind of like in the same month is too many magical epic monsters, but I also think having, you know, a Magical Sanctum epic is kind of different than having just a normal magical epic. Let me check too, because you said, yeah, okay, let me pull this over here. CG5 Twitter. CG5 on Twitter. Okay, this is safe to look at, I think. Okay, this is interesting. My prediction of the next legendaries, we have Weird Al, CG5, Jack Black, and CG5 says none of these islands. It's very interesting. Okay, well that completely throws our idea out of the water. Literally out of the water, because what the heck, you know, he's supposed to be on this island. He's supposed to be on Air Island. Why is he not on Air Island? All right, let's, I mean, I guess the other one, it could be, I saw Fire Haven. I saw CG like Fire or CG5 Fire. I think one of the Fire Islands is a good guess. What if they just took it, he could be joking too, that's 100% right. What if it was like, no way they put him on like Magical Sanctum, you know? Like how odd would that be? What if every single island got a legendary, you know? That's a good idea, Kylie. He's gonna be on Composer Island. That's great. Okay, sure. We'll say Fire Haven maybe, but that just doesn't really make sense to me though. I mean, and I guess it doesn't have to, but we have the Air Island event, and you know we have a Fire Haven legendary, right? He could be on Wobbling Island. That'd be funny. All right. Did Fire Haven came out in November. When did Fire Oasis come out? It was May, right? Yeah, that would be a lot of collabs. CG5. What the heck kind of island are you on, bro? He said you're close for Earth Island too. So so Fire Haven then, or he's on Sugar Bush Island. That could be really funny. All right, so we'll say Fire Haven then. I wonder why, like, huh? Really interesting stuff. All right, well then we'll put him there. We'll say Season of Love. We're getting a Fire Haven legendary, and it's gonna be CG5 as the lizard, and he's gonna actually spit fire just like they be no money. Oasis came out in June. Okay. What is this one? Go. Yeah, okay. I saw that one cash too. That could be funny too if he's just on gold. I don't know. We'll say Fire Haven. We'll say he's on Fire Haven. Epic Zeaster on this day. Nothing on this day, and then I think we can have a break. We can have a Wednesday with nothing. Oh wait, no, we have to. We forgot about our fabulous February. Month is all about costumes. Okay, so now that we've seen what is potentially coming out this month, I feel like this fabulous has more of a different meaning, where it could be more about magical monsters, right? 2 lizard legendaries. Is the BB No Money lizard, is he also a lizard? I guess he is. Alright, so what other monster could CG5 be? Like what other kind of thing here? Let's go ahead and do a new thing here. CG5 legendary. If he's not going to be a lizard, we say lizard is out of the picture, right? We're not doing a lizard. Why is this gray? I don't want to be in gray mode. RGB. Not gray. All right, so he's not a lizard. So what other thing could it be? Maybe, what other animals is CG5 associated with? Or maybe it could just be nothing, right? Charlie Green. What if he was like an animatronic, you know? Like a Five Nights at Freddy's, like animatronic. and it was just the CG5 like bot, like machine, like robot kind of, you know? Could be something close to a lizard like an iguana or a chameleon. That could be good too, yeah. I was thinking cat too, like cat was one. I don't know if he really has like any association with cats, but I don't know. Guys, I feel like he does a lot of Five Nights at Freddy's stuff. Robot. And Sugar Bush also isn't really an animal. Yeah, you're correct. Let's go ahead then. Let's say CG5 Legendary is maybe a robot, but if it's not, then it's just him. He's a guy. Firehaven. Dawn of Fire is a good guess. I don't know if he would be in. CG5000 is an incredible guess. We're gonna go with that, Shockwave. The CG5000. The CG5000, and he's gonna be a robot, and yeah, I think that's a good guess. He doesn't like being known as the FNAF guy, so I don't know if he'd want that. It's not a Five Nights at Freddy's thing, it's just, he's just a robot because, I don't know. CG5000, we're gonna just go with that. I feel like that's a good idea. Yeah, a bear is a good idea too. Parsley. Alright. So, I don't know what happened to our text box up here, it just disappeared. If Fabulous February now has, like I said, it has a whole different meaning, we're gonna say it's more about magicals, right? Because we have 2 magical monsters coming out this month. So, magical monsters are important this month. And I don't, I know Magical March is right. We could do Magical March next month, but no. We're doing it in February. Did I put Epic Sporo? No, I didn't. That's a great idea as well. Epic Sporo. Where do we put that? Epic Gob, Epic Sporo. We'll put it right here. Alright, Epic Sporo. Epic Zeester. That's probably fine. Magical monsters are important this month. Nah, I feel like, no, now that we have Epic Sporo, I feel like the magical monsters don't really matter. So we'll do Magical March. This can be Fabulous February, and what it will be is... Do we still like the costume idea? Because we can keep the costume idea. Costumes abound. All new seasonal and returning costumes for the community. Chat, I need some help. Okay, costumes make sense. All right. All new seasonal and returning costumes every week. Promotions that relate back to getting costumes, and then new community contest where winners get to make a costume. All right, so we'll do that. Fabulous February. Yeah, and more creator costumes will be in each, maybe each week, maybe just at the beginning. I don't know how they'll do it exactly, but all right. So we have that. Now we need to look. We're moving on to March. I think March we go Magical March. I feel like that makes the most sense, and you'll see why I say that too. Because I feel like in March is when we're going to get our next Titan Soul. They seem to be coming out on a yearly basis. The Light Island one we got in 2024, Psychic Island we got in 2025. I feel like it's been long enough to where we can get another one. So, when does whatever that event is called, when does the St. Paddy's Day event start? Did they have Magical Marks already? Yeah, I think, yeah. We can reuse it, it's fine. try to remember the seasonal event name. I have no idea what it's called. Seasonal events, it's right there. This one, Clover Spell. I don't want that, I want Clover Spell. There we go. When does this take place? Middle of March, I think, right? Yeah. And it goes almost the entire month as well. So, when is St. Patrick's Day? March 17th. Okay. So, Magical March is going to be very big. Give Flores my queen an epic. All right, we will. It's probably gonna have to be later in the year because we have Epic Gob right here. But Magical March, this is Clover Spell is going to start. I don't know why I looked that up, but that should be obvious. It's on that Tuesday, right? Clover Spell will start on the 4th, and I think will continue until the 23rd? That seems like too long. Is that how long it usually is? No, it's not. 13th to the 25th. Ended on a Monday. So if this is the Wednesday, no, that works. We can go the 11th to the 23rd. Okay, so we'll do that. Let me download the Clover Spell thing real quick. Get that in there. Okay, so Clover Spell is starting here and is going to end on the following Monday. Do we get anything on the 4th is the question. And we also have to consider too, while I wait for you guys, if you have ideas for this month, go ahead and share them. But Easter this year is much earlier than it has been in previous years, right? It's still in April, but it's at the beginning of April, right? So we also need to consider that. Lots of seasonal events that are going to be overlapping this year. When is the 5th? It's a Sunday. So it's going to end on the 6th. The 25th maybe we do for that one. Extravaganza. Had to burp. Here, let me go here. Wednesday, April 2nd, Tuesday, April 22nd. When was Easter 2025? Okay, so this ends on a Tuesday too, which is really interesting. Okay, so this goes, I think, for about 2 weeks. If we go from there to there, and this is, no, 3 weeks. So I think this is actually going to start on the 18th. Does that line up? We're a workshopper for March. That's good. Memorable March. Nova, welcome. Yes, we're trying to plan it. We're gonna. Everything is accurate too, so we're getting it all correct here. Everything in this list is canon from, like I said, from here on out. 11:25 for Clover Spell, you're saying? All right. So I think we're gonna put. How do we feel about putting Extravaganza on the 18th and then extending it until, because Easter's the 5th, right? Copy and paste this. Move this over to there, or there, I guess, if we're ending it on a Tuesday, right? Because Monday is Easter holiday. Do we like that? We could do Extravaganza on the 25th. The reason why I'm trying to put it here is because I think usually it goes for 3 weeks. 3 weeks. So 29th to the 17th. I think that's 3 weeks, right? If we go look at this calendar just for reference, the 29th, that's a Sunday. No, I think that's we can do the 25th. Let's do 25th. Okay, so Extravaganza starts right when Clover Spell ends. Very good, okay. No new content for 2 weeks. I think that's fine. here, it's gonna be worth it because we're gonna have Fairy Island Titan Soul on this one, right? That is coming out on the 11th, I think for sure. Put Blizzard Island in May with Perplexport. Do we think that's coming? I think instead of doing more like individual islands, I feel like they're gonna do just a legendary island. I'm moving my mic again. Just put it behind me. It seems like a good idea, right? I'm just a Can you still hear me? Am I audible still? It's on my shoulder, but it's probably fine. It does line up with Clover Soul perfect, right? And I think Titan Souls. We only have 2. When did these come out? Does it say? When did you release? You came out in October. You came out in May. Okay, so this, I feel like this works, right? Fairy Island Titan Soul, we are getting that to kick off Clover Spell. We are also going to get... What else can we get this month? We need some more variants. Give me more variants, please. Epic Bowhead, Astropod. We need another Epic Wublin. So, Epic... yeah, I feel like Legendary Island just is probably more likely because I feel like for Sugarbush, I can get rid of this too. Sugarbush was very special because at that time that was the only, legendary. But with the end of, I don't know why I closed that. I should have. I'm gonna pull YouTube back up. The BB No Money behind the scenes. If we wait for this, right? This, right? It's showing all the legendaries. I feel like this is pointing more towards a legendary island than it is just a, like, oh, a BB No Money island. I feel like if it was a BB No Money island, they would have just had Baby No Money with, like, the legendary symbol or him with, like, a bunch of silhouettes or something, right? Each month should be another Fire Epic. Yes, you're 100% correct about that, too. So who did we have... yeah, we did not put any on this month. Alright, we're moving things around. Epic Exister, Epic Zester, and then an Epic Fire. No. Man, this is hard! Wow, planning a year for a game is incredibly difficult. Who would have guessed? Epic Fire Elemental... No, I don't think we're getting an Epic Fire, actually, for this month. I'm just going to leave it. We're probably going to get one this month, though. So, upcoming... Who do we have? Tusky? Tusky? Yeah, that's how I say that. Probably Epic Tusky. Tusky, because isn't Tusky on Fairy Island? So we'll do that. We're also gonna get here. We're gonna get an Epic Wublin and another Epic Magical. So now we have to decide which ones. Or maybe just an Epic Magical. And then the Epic Wublin will be saved for Extravaganza. So we'll move that here. No. Wait. Okay, I have to think about this. I think we're gonna get another rare workshop or two. It's me, Austin. Hello, welcome to the stream. Okay, so we can do Epic Magical, Epic Wublin back to back, right? Epic Wublin, or we can have an Epic Wublin like here, and then a rare. No, we're gonna go with Epic Magical, Epic Wublin. I feel like that's good. Now we just have to decide which ones again. This is... We haven't had a Fairy Island one yet, so we're probably going to get a Fairy Island one. What have we not had? We haven't had a quad yet, but I don't think they're going to just dump the quad on us. I need all my Fairy... Where are all my Fairy Island monsters at? Is anybody excited for Epic Squat? I feel like one of these three. Or a triple. 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗘𝗥, Bridget, 𝗗𝗏𝗏𝗏. Either Bridget or 𝗗𝗏𝗏𝗏, I think. Or 𝗗𝗏𝗏𝗏. 𝗗𝗏𝗏𝗏 too. It honestly could be... oh, I know that this is a stupid Steven Universe song, yeah. You guys need to go. You need to watch. You think I'm uploading garbage? You need to watch this. Every MSM composer cover I've ever made. There's so many good ones in there. Epic Tusky for Clover Spell. Yes, we got that in there. I clicked the wrong one again. I think Epic 𝗗𝗏𝗏𝗏, honestly. Because can you imagine it? They could make the mushrooms into clovers, you know, or just like something related to St. Patrick's Day. All right, we won't. It's the monster that shall not be named. We'll just not touch it anymore. And then an Epic Wellblin. Screamo maybe? I mean, I don't know. I feel like, yeah, Screamo actually makes sense because look, its inventory is all Water Island monsters. Could also be Scargo. We'll go Screamo. Epic Screamo. Alright. Very good. Very cool. Very fairy, right? That's what it should be. This should be Fairy February, and then this should be Magical March. We should have switched them. Yeah, that also was the Confidence song. Okay. So now, as we reach the end of March, I think we're going to, with Extravaganza, we're getting our next islet, right? We have gone, what is it now? 3 months without an islet, and that's not the longest we've gone without an islet, but I feel like that's enough time for them to have another one ready. The question is, do we start Extravaganza with the islet, or do we end Extravaganza with the islet? I feel like we'll end with it. So, we're going to move Epic Screamo down to this day, and we're going to move Epic 𝗗𝗏𝗏𝗏 just on that one, and then I had another idea here and I forgot what it was. Rare Workshop. Okay, Rare Workshop. So let's go to our workshop monsters here. Find them. Where are they at? Here. Okay. If we are getting, we're gonna say we're getting Crystal Islet by the end or middle-ish of April. Do all of these monsters have Crystal, or is it just? I don't think Piplash does. No, Piplash doesn't. Exert does. Teeter Totter does. So either Exert or Teeter Totter. I feel I love Teeter Totter, but I feel like Exert would be so funny. Exerty. Rare Exerty. Alright, so we start the month with, or not the month, we start Extravaganza with Epic Screamo and Rare Exert. What do we think about that? Good? What do we think about Magical March? Is it, you know, magical enough? I feel like we need a gimmick for this month, right? So let's say, just magical promotions all month, right? Maybe you get more, or higher chances of breeding, like breeding bonanzas, but for magical specific monsters. So, you know, we have the paranormals, maybe we'll have another paranormal breeding bonanza, and then you'll have all the different element sigils available, so with like rares and epics. So if you are missing out on some rares for the light element, for example, then all the light rares are available for 1 week, and then the next week all of the fairy rares are available. So I think that's our Magical March. Mushroom March, yeah. Okay, yeah. Rare promotions for magical, for each magical element every week. maybe a paranormal breeding bonanza as well. Okay. It's been a while since we've gotten a new paranormal carnival monster as well, so we'll put it with Rare Exert, actually. Epic Screamo, get out of here. Paranormal carnival monster. Okay. Just do a new paranormal. And then we'll move Alright. Paranormal Carnival is gonna go here, actually. At the beginning. No, man, huh. Here. We're just putting it in February. That's fine. That works. New paranormal in the middle of February. How about like right there? We'll put it at the end on this day that there's nothing. New paranormal. I meant to do this earlier, but let's actually try to, yeah, new paranormal each month, I think is what we're probably going to go with. Let's try to actually predict as well the which paranormal it's going to be. So let me download all these real quick. Hello. There we go. Download. Okay. Let me find my paranormals here. More paranormals, that's what we want. Okay. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 left. That's, if we do one each month, that's 1, 2, 3, just the 7th month. 4, 5, 6, 7, and then July. So Summer Song. Summer Song would be the end of Paranormal Carnival, which I think works. So this first one, let's see what we're missing here. I think we're gonna probably knock out all of the double elementals. We just got Control and Shimmer. So let's do one of these other, or not Shimmer, Depths is that one. Let's do Hoax and Depths for our January paranormal. Hoax and Depths. Okay, so that's our paranormal for January. Yeah, the middle one, I think, yeah. Middle one doubles firsts. Probably that. And then for February, on this day, since we already had this one where it's the Depths, I think we're gonna do Control and Ruin. So Control. Alright, so Control and Ruin on that day. And then for our March paranormal, this one is tricky because I don't actually know where it could fit. We'll put it at the end of the month. We'll just say all the paranormals are coming out near the end of the month. At least for now. I'll actually put it at the top because we'll have more space at the top. New paranormal. And then this one is going to be Ruin and Depths. Alright. How do we feel about that? Good? I think that's decent, right? Yeah, Ermagerd did get overshadowed, but I feel like that's kind of always how the paranormals have been, though, is like when Paranormal Carnival came out, it was kind of like, well, I wasn't expecting paranormals to get an island, and I'm glad they did because it's awesome, but I just kind of felt like it was like a cool concept that, was just going to be on the Magical Islands and that was it. But lo and behold, they were not. So, new paranormal, to kick off Extravaganza, we're getting Rare Exert, and then the next week here, We'll get Epic Screamo. And then it's just a matter of where do we think Crystal Islet is coming? You know, is like, surely it's with Extravaganza because that's water. And I said it would be at the end, but is it going on the 1st for like April Fools, or is it gonna be this, the 8th? Welcome back, Edgar. What if they do the paranormal similar to Ethereals, where they have a second island for triples, quads, and quints? Oh, that would be really cool. If they extended that out, and it's like inside the castle or something. Let's Epic Screamo. Let's just say Crystal Islet, you know? April 1st, Crystal Islet. They're dropping it, and if they don't drop it, it was an April Fool's joke. I think that's a I think that's a good idea. We also have, with another month comes another moniker for the name of the month. So what first came to my mind was Awesome April. But what does that mean? I have no idea. So we need a better name. Awful April. The worst monsters in the entire game come together and they make something incredible. Firehaven Legendary. We also, if we're getting legendaries this year, I think we're gonna need one every month if we're gonna make it to September. I think September. Let me go ahead. Yeah, that's a good one. This is ARG April. It's about being a pirate. Let me go ahead and skip to September. Superb September. Right? Anniversary month. September is anniversary month. I think I know what we're getting for the like big thing to kick off the month. And I already said it earlier, but the Legendary Island. I just feel like that makes the most sense, right? Legendary Island, at least as one of the things, right? That will come out around September. We'll go ahead and put it on the 2nd. Yeah, that's when they do updates, yeah. So, Legendary Island will come out there, but I think to make this work, we need to have all the legendaries like out by then. So, if CG5 comes out in February and he's Firehaven, then we have Air Island, Water Island, Earth Island, and Fire Oasis. We have 4 islands we have to get through in the span of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 months. 7 months? We could do, I'm not going to say it because it's going to set off a sleeper agent in some of your brains, but unless they release that last, sorry, touching the microphone again. Unless they release that last legendary in September, I think we're gonna get. No, they could do that. Let's go ahead and say that they're gonna do it in September. But that means then that we need another legendary in April. So just keep that in mind. Astonished April. We can't let the naturals rot. Just making sure. I like Acorn April. Acorn April's really good. Wobblet Island or Ethereal Workshop is a very interesting guess. I feel like it's going to be Firehaven, but yes, Jewel June will be real. Here, we'll make it real before you leave. Jewel June. Jewel June is usually mythicals, or June is usually mythical. I'm already calling it Jewel June. June is usually for mythicals, but we'll call it Jewel June for now. Alright, so let's move back to April. Arc Arena April, Fulja April, Anguish April, Smiley Face. April. What usually comes out in April? Do we have any seasonal events in April? What is the next seasonal event after this? It's Echoes of Eco. Mid-April to early May. Okay, so that means we're probably going to get Echoes of Eco in the middle of April, right? Yeah, wait, there it was. Does this fall around... let me know, chat. We need separate islands? I don't know... I feel like I like the idea of separate islands for each of the legendaries, but I feel like it's just unrealistic. Like, I don't know... I mean, that's a lot of islands, you know, if we're getting legendaries every other month. I don't know, that's my thought. But it falls around Earth Day. Okay. Earth Day 2026. Okay. So, okay, that works perfectly then. Is it only 1 week or 2? I forget. Okay, so if this started on the 19th and went until the 1st, that went for... Okay, that just went for a week. So we will start Echoes of Eco on the... On the 15th, that'll go through the 26th. Okay, copy this down to the 26th. There we go, that's our Echoes of Eco month. We're gonna get probably nothing on the 8th, but that's fine because to kick off Echoes of Eco, we are getting yet another... Yeah, we can do that. It's been a month, but it's fine, we can do that. We are going to get another Epic Fire, because why not? Oh, I'm not even in the right page. I have such a hard time trying to find all these different things here. Not the islets. Epics, there we go. Oh, there's Megalovania. We could do Gnarls. Epic Dromedary in February. No, that's a good point, Cyber. We hadn't said that, but I feel like, I mean, I don't know. If maybe it could work like a mythical island where you have like it, you know, just you have a Catalyst-esque monster and then all the legendaries, and then, you know, the legendaries come together and with this other monster and then make like a secondary monster or something. I don't know exactly how that would work. I don't know how realistic having like each legendary gets their own island kind of thing. Like, I don't know. I feel like that's not gonna work unless it's just something new entirely, right? I feel like something legendary is coming, you know? I just don't know exactly what. Echoes of Eco's 3 weeks long? Dang, that's crazy. Epic Mimic, Epic Gnarls will be the last Fire Epic. Okay. So we didn't have Dromedary for February. Are we supposed to get a rare fire every single month? I don't know if that's realistic too. I just don't. Okay. Epic Dromedary, Epic Gnarls. Okay, we'll say Epic Gnarls is last. I feel like Mimic might be last, actually. I gotta look back at this. Epic Tusky. When was the last time we had an Epic Magical? Okay, so we're due for another Epic Magical. Epic Fire, Epic Magical. Another paranormal. Someone said that it's Echoes of Eco is 3 weeks long. Is that like consistent between all of these? April 17th, April 16th. Yeah, okay. That is consistent. So we'll go there, and then it ends in May, I think. After the first week of May. Wednesday ends in May. Hold on. I'm thinking. Anytime I'm silent, I'm thinking. April 17th to May 6th. Yeah, alright. We'll go ahead and extend this out. We'll do May 4th. May the 4th be with you. I think you're joking about being very unopinionated on it, Cyber. But I don't know. I feel like I said this earlier too, but Sugarbush was very special in that it was like the first legendary of its kind, really, and that was like a very special collaboration in my mind. Where hey, we're gonna, you join the game and we'll give you a whole island where we cover one of your songs. I think it's possible that they do it, but I don't know. It's at least for this prediction, I'm gonna say that legendaries are not getting their own islands. At least like not individual islands, and that might be controversial, but I don't know. I don't think it's gonna happen. We need more that actually sing. Yeah. No. Paranormal Colonel probably will be getting vocalist. Okay. Epic Magical. Give me Epic Magicals. I need water. Alright. So we haven't had a Bone Island one in a while. Let's go ahead and do a Bone Island one. Probably gonna be a double. Let's go Echidna. We love Echidna. Epic Echidna. I feel like that's a fan favorite. March is the time that Crystal Isle releases. Yeah, that's basically March. Epic Fire. I say Epic Fire too because I feel like we're also gonna get, Oh wait. Oh, this is interesting. Alright, well, hey, if we're just copying the wiki, look at that. Epic Gnarls, I guess we are getting an Epic Fire every month. Get out of here, Epic Zeester. Nobody likes you. We want Epic Dromedary. Epic Zeester's not real. Epic Zeester never existed. Erase that from your mind. We're never getting Epic Zeester, at least not at the beginning of this year. Epic Gnarls, Epic Echidna. And then the next week we get another... When's the last time we had an Epic Woblin? At the beginning of the month, so no more Epic Woblins. New Paranormal. New Paranormal. Okay, so we haven't yet included any like new features, really. It's just kind of been like, okay, here's a bunch of epics, here's when the new paranormals are coming out, here's a new legendary, here's a new epic, here's a new paranormal, right? But I feel like April is a good time to say, hey, we're gonna get a new update that does something or adds a new feature or changes something entirely, right? And I feel like what that will be is, since Amber Island, this is the seasonal event that has to do with Amber Island, I feel like we're gonna get a Crucible rebalance. And I say that because right now, I don't know how many of you know how hard it is to get epics on the Crucible, but it sucks. It's like, it's not fun at all. So I think sometime in the month of April, we're probably gonna get updates here and there, and they're gonna keep coming out. But I'm gonna put this on the calendar. Crucible rebalance. That will be part of whatever update comes out in April. and I just think that I don't know. I feel like that's gonna happen. It is happening now because this is canon. But I actually am talking right with the monster handlers in my ear right now, and they're telling me everything. It's a very good point too, Cyber, about the friends list update. Let's go ahead. Let's not do paranormal. Let's put that in Season of Love too. New update. Among other things, this will fix the friends list, and it'll fix the limit where you can only have 200 friends. It'll fix the cap. So we'll put that as well. We'll put that on that month. I probably should just put an arrow. Hold on, I'll just draw one. Okay, there we go. You should wait, no. Tribe Island could also use an update. Yeah, I feel like that's a good point, AFM, but I don't know. I just, even still, when I go to the Crucible and I use the keys, like even then I'm getting keys now. I'm using keys and I'm not I'm not getting any epics. It's just, I don't know. I feel like something has to change with the Crucible, or we'll get something new with keys, or maybe they'll just change the currency that's used and make it less or something. I feel like we'll get something with that. And if we don't, oh well, but I'm gonna put that on the calendar as well. New paranormal. We're gonna move Epic Echidna down to here. We'll move Epic Echidna to here, and we'll move new paranormal. Okay, very good. Even though the last one was at the end of the month. We could put it at the end of the month. That's fine, actually. Want to set the world on fire. Okay. I just want to start. New paranormal. Okay, now this is where we get into the double elementals for this. So, what do we have? What's the first one here? It takes me. I was already on the right page. I feel like this middle one is gonna. No, this one will probably be the last one. Let's just go in order then. Hoax, depths, and control. Or control, depths, hoax. Right there. Control. And depths. That's what we want. Okay, there we go. Now I didn't forget, we still need star power producing improvement for Paranormal Carnival. That could also happen as well. Wild card Monday, yeah. Welcome back, Kaylee. A new currency island will be very interesting. Alright. Now, we have to, I didn't forget, we have to add a new legendary, right? New legendary. Update. Man, this calendar does not have enough space on it right now. Oh no, that actually worked. Okay, new legendary. Everyone is saying Weird Al, and I love the Weird Al thing. We gotta put him on here somewhere. But other than that, who do we have as predictions for legendaries? I feel like Weird Al is gonna be like Summer Song maybe, or in era. Like I don't know. I don't think Weird Al is coming immediately. I think he's gonna be maybe near the end. So who has My Singing Monsters already collaborated with? And who, like music wise, who is most likely? I think someone we can consider is like, I don't know if this is an individual creator or if it's more of like a brand, but like Monster Cat could be very interesting. Like what is that kind of genre called? A legendary that's like electronic music. That's what it is. Landon Purefoy as well is another one. Probably in their shorts is where a lot of these will be. MPG legendary. That could be funny. Has anyone else made songs about My Singing Monsters? Oh yes, yeah, on Wonder Island. Yeah, that's another thing too. I completely forgot about Dawn of Fire, but just assume that as we're going that Dawn of Fire is a part of this. They've barely ever collabed with anyone? Ah, dang it. Okay, only Landon Purefoy. Weird Al will be Air Island, and Vocaloid will be Water Island. The entirety of the community has unanimously agreed upon this. That would be awesome. I love the CG5 image where it was Hatsune Miku on Water Island. Can you imagine? that would be so cool. Let me go back to the CG5's Twitter, because that's where I found it. Jack Black on Earth Island is crazy too. This one. Hatsune Miku on Water Island. I would love that. Jack Black on Earth, yeah. Bowser on Earth Island. I don't know. Jack Black isn't even really a music artist. He's an actor. Like, we can't... That'd be really funny, but... Okay, so we'll say... We also have to consider Fire Oasis. Landon Purefoy. Is that his name, right? Landon Purefoy? Make sure I got that right, yeah. I feel like Talkbox on Water Island makes sense. Honestly, too. But I won't... We're gonna go big or go home. We're putting Hatsune Miku on Water Island. It's just, when does that come out? I don't know. Who do we put here? Let's just go ahead and do Landon. Landon Purefoy. He'll probably be the easiest to get to collaborate with, because they've already collaborated with him in the past. And some of you might be thinking that, oh well, Landon Purefoy already voices a monster in game. It's Bamibeth, but BB No Money also already voiced a monster in game with Scallyrags and also got a legendary. So I think this is probably accurate. I want to put him on Water Island, but I won't, just because I know all of you want Hatsune Miku on Water Island. So no, you know what? We're gonna put Landon Purefoy on Water Island, and we're gonna put Hatsune Miku on a different island. We are gonna put Hatsune Miku. Or no, no, never mind. I changed my mind. I'm full of lies. Landon Purefoy is going to Fire Oasis. End of story. Can I move this down now? Move it down. Move it down. There we go. Lots of stuff coming on the 15th. Landon might be Earth. That's a good guess too. I'm gonna put him on Fire Oasis just because I mean, I keep changing my mind. I can't just make up my mind. I'm gonna say Air Island, because Air Island already had its event, and why would it, you know, we don't really need it anymore, so. CG5 duets with Lameba. Yeah, that'd be crazy. Alright, so I think that's good for April. We need a theme for April, though. We still need a theme. We're not calling it ARG April. Pirates. Pirate April. Do we have any ideas? Awestruck April, maybe? Is there another word for crystal? I like that idea, AI Pim. That's actually really good. Can we put him in May too, or no? How many more islands do we have? We did Air Island, Fire Haven, we have Water, Earth, Oasis. We have 3. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. It doesn't have to be alliterated. Well, why, you know, why not? Sure, let's make it alliterated. Why don't we do that? Astronomical is good. But what does it mean? We just need A words. Appropriate A words. Alliterated April. That's a great that's a great great guess. Alliterated April. I don't even know. What all the Ashby April. Ashby has come and he's made more songs about my singing rosters. Yes. This is Teen Titans Go to the Movies. Alright. We're gonna, for lack of a better word, until we come up with a better word, I'm calling April Ashby April, and there's a reason for this. It's because this month, the community will be encouraged to create their own MSM inspired songs. At the end of the month, monster handlers will pick their favorites or something, and then a winner gets to meet a legendary or something. I don't know. Right, like maybe the winner gets to meet a legendary or help with something legendary. I mean, I don't know. Aesthetic April could be good as well. Aesthetic April's a great idea too, but I really like this idea now. Okay, we're gonna save this idea and use it. We're gonna use it for August. No, we'll do aesthetic. Aesthetic August, maybe. Yeah. We'll do aesthetic April. How do I spell aesthetic? Aesthetic. Aesthetic April, and then Ashby August. Well, when we get to August, think of names that mean you're creating a song and lyrics to a song and just stuff like that, like fan-made music. Because when we get to August, we're gonna need those names. So aesthetic April will be focused on decorating. Community members will be challenged to decorate their islands like never before. New decorations will be released. I don't know when, but we'll just say that they will be. We don't have anything on the 8th anymore, so maybe some new decorations can come out on that day. Winners will win rewards, and community will be encouraged to start decorating. Oh, great idea here. Great idea just spawned. You currently cannot put decorations on the islets. So maybe as part of this update that's coming out, we're gonna move this up here actually. As part of this update, maybe the Crucible gets rebalanced, but maybe also you can add decorations to the islets. Right? And then the community will be encouraged then to start decorating islets, right? So your islets aren't going to have any decorations on them, but with this new update, you can now add decorations to the islets and, you know, community content ensues, whatever. No, I don't think Ashby did that. I don't know. If he did, he didn't tell me. Okay, I'll put that there. All right, so I think that's a good idea. On hotels on islets too, maybe structures. Crystal Islet would probably make the most sense too. Let's do that. We'll put it up there. Yeah, that's a better idea, Ethan. Okay. So with the release, better idea, with the release of Crystal Islet, you can now add decorations to your islets, and then, you know, Aesthetic April, community contest, decorations, blah, yada, yada, yada. Very cool, very cool. Yeah, Ashby doesn't do MSM stuff anymore, but his legacy is what we're referencing here. Okay, so I think that's a pretty solid April. I don't think we're missing anything there. That took us, I think we spent a very long time in April. Now we're moving on to May. We have Mythical May right now. We've talked about Mythicals are usually in June. And I think that's true. But what other M word could you put here? Because May is also really the month of like lore drops and everything for My Singing Monsters. We have both Perplexplore and Life Formula this month. I need to figure out when these are so that I can place them on the calendar. Perplexplore is first. Okay. Welcome back, Edgar. Marvelous May. Okay, but what happens in Marvelous May? That's a good idea. But what happens? May 17th. Okay, so it's like the middle of May this starts. And it goes for 2 weeks. So the 13th. We'll say this starts on the 13th. For Plexplorer, we get our wonderful, wonderful, wonderful Spirit. And this is going to go to the 25th. And then, when does Life Formula start? Oh, Life Formula actually starts in June. Oh, okay. Is it like the first week of June? Yeah, it's like the first. Yeah, it's the first week. Okay, so never mind then. We'll leave June. June can be its own thing. All right, there we go. Droa looks like a chomper from Plants vs. Zombies. Correct. Make Perplexplore a year-round event because Spirit is best monster, no question. I agree. Okay, we're gonna stick with Mythical May because I actually really like Jewel June and the fact that it's Ethereal Island or Islet. Or sorry, Ethereal Island. That was correct. I said it right the first time. We've also reached the end of the composer video, so I'm gonna loop it again. Alright. Let me copy this. Mythical May is just gonna be month of the mythical, but in May now. But it's May now. Right?
I've been making My Singing Monsters videos.
Shush, you're not allowed to talk. Okay. When's the last time we got a rare or epic Dream Mythical? It's been a while. We need epic Pinghound needs to go in this month. Pinghound. Yeah. Alright. Very good. Mysterious May. Acoustic is good. I like acoustic. Yeah. We'll go acoustic. Acoustic. Alright. Very good, very good. We will come to that in just a second. It's been an hour and a half and we're not even halfway through the year, guys. This is crazy. Alright. Month of the mythical, but it's May now. Mythical promotions throughout the month. Mythical Breeding Bonanza. Rares and epics available. And then new epic Dream Mythicals every week, maybe? Is that too much? is that having epic dream mythicals every week? Is that, I mean, what do we think? Is that like too many epic dream mythicals? I feel like it is. What is Mythical Island associated with? Dreams? Having dreams? I don't know. I feel like Mythical May is just gonna be simple. You'll have 1 week with Breeding Bonanza, 1 week with something, you know, rares are available, 1 week something else is available, and then the next week is like, you know, something on sale, right? Yeah, quality over quantity is a good point as well. Okay. Mythical May, month of the mythical, but it's May now. This first week, we introduce it and we say, isn't this awesome? We have a new epic for you. It's Epic Shalep. Because everybody loves Epic Shalep, and Fire Oasis, the seasonal event for Fire Oasis is next week. So, yep, we're doing that. We do need another rare workshopper, rare 3-ol. So to start Perplexplore, we will have rare. I gotta see these guys again. Oh, where are they? Where are they? More rare monsters. Piplash or Teeter Totter? Probably Piplash. We gotta save Teeter Totter till the very end. Rare Piplash. We will get Epic Mimic because we need that on this one. Epic Mimic. My Singing Monsters, my favorite plant island. Yep. I'm very happy for you. Okay. And then you know what? Just for fun, we're gonna throw in the Weird Al legendary here too. Because I don't see why not. If they are talking about getting Weird Al to do things, they're talking about getting Weird Al to do things. They're probably going to be in communication with him now, and I think May is a good point to have him come out. So Fire Oasis legendary. It can still be Weird Owl. I think Weird Owl is a good one. Weird Owl, right? And that that works too because we have Mimic and a new bird monster coming out in the same month. Could be very very fun. Yeah, it is very close together, but I feel like it, you know, thinking about how monster handlers, they're probably going to be in communication with these maybe larger artists currently. I think it just makes sense to say, okay, here we're going to have this and this. They're going to come kind of back to back, but then we won't have anything until, you know, Summer Song and then another one in September. And Summer Song is at the end of July, so could even get a Titan Soul in Perplexplore. I feel like we're going to get the Titan Soul here, but yeah, that could happen. Anything could happen, you know. Yeah, all right, so I think that's good. It has been a while since we've gotten an epic magical again. So let's go ahead and put that somewhere here. We'll just put it on the 27th. Epic magical. Huh, actually we need no, not an epic magical. Forget the epic magicals. We don't need no epic magical. We'll put rare Piplash on the second week. So I want you here, and I want rare Piplash here. Yeah, that works. Okay. Rare Piplash. Okay. There we go. And then, of course, new Paranormal Carnival monster. New Paranormal. And we're going to do Control. Oh. Despite being called Mythical May, this month has nothing to do with mythicals. But it's fine. It's you know, whatever. Not every month can make sense. That's what we should call it. We should call it Make Sense May. Mishap May, Misshapen May, something like that. Yeah. You know what? I actually like that better. I'm gonna call it Mishap May, and we're gonna say there's gonna be a story that goes with this month. Mishap May. And the story is, oh no, Spirit has lost its 20 pieces of a map or something. The community has to come together and find the pieces, which is a reference to a Try Hard Ninja song, of the map, and unlock new content and prizes. Wowee! Exclamation point. All right, there we go. I like our May month now. That's good. Michael Jackson May is also a great month, but Mishap May. We'll go Mishap May because a lot of these don't have anything to do with each other. And then we'll move Epic Schlep down here. Schlep, Epic Schlep. All right, there we go. Very good. June. All right, guys, we're about halfway through the year. June, what is happening this month? Collect a bunch of shards because they're going to be important. They will be important. I say this because shards right now don't really have any purpose other than Tribal Island, right? And Tribal Island is good, but I mean, like, I'm collecting all these shards, and what is the reason for them? It's you know, I can buy decorations on the other islands and do other stuff, but I don't know. I feel like adding another use for shards is important, and I feel like that'll happen this month. We'll go ahead and put it on this day. New update, or just update. Update. Shards do more. So I don't know what exactly shards are going to do, but we're going to say shards are going to do more, and maybe it has something to do with new islands or just new currency. Yeah, a lot of crystal element promotions as well. 6-7 costume. That could happen as well. Yeah, the dead person. I don't know if they'll do that or not, but it is a good idea. Ethereal promotion, yeah. So June is going to be ethereal promotions. We also cannot forget everybody's favorite event, sky painting, and everybody's favorite whiz bang. When does it start? It's the end of June, right? Yeah, end of June. Okay. So we gotta have sky painting. We gotta throw sky painting in there. Download that. Hold on. There we go. It wasn't loading. Alright, it's going to start on the 24th. It's going to end on the 6th. Sounds like a good day to end it. Okay, there we go. Very good, very good. Okay, shards do more. Jaundice GLI. Yeah, I don't know about that one. Hey Henry, welcome to the stream. Kissing June. I'm not Miles, I'm not calling it that. Wait, hold on, I missed your message from earlier. Rare whale is shadow based, rare penumbra is positive based. Oh, that's actually really cool. To correspond with their natural equivalent. That's a pretty good idea actually. Oh wait, no. Okay, I think that makes sense, but I'm just not understanding it. Alright. Okay, shards do more. Very cool update. We're getting another epic Wublin because this is a Wublin Island thing. We'll say epic Wublin, and then we'll get an epic magical the following week. Very good. magical, right? We're also out of fire, so. That's the wrong one. I want. Oh, I went to the. I got off of this. I didn't mean to get off of this. We can do teeter totter as well. Another epic magical. Weasel will be in May. No, we already did May. July. Okay. Mirror Fire Islands is a good one too. Alright. Mirror Fire Islands I feel like is another thing that could happen in May. So, let's take out Epic no, not Epic Schlep. Rare Piplash maybe. We'll do update Mirror Fire. Mirror Fire Islands. Yeah, that's good. Alright. Titan Souls Paranormal's Fire expansion. Yeah. How long do the forms take? To make, Miles, or to fill out? An Ethereal Epic Workshop Woolbox. Or not Epic. Yeah, that's what you mean, right? Or no, just normal Woolbox. I think it's a good idea. I'm trying to remember what I just got rid of. Rare Piplash. Okay. We'll throw Rare Piplash here at the beginning then of Jewel June, because that will line up with an Islet, and then we get an Epic Magical again. If we're just following the trend here, I don't like having nothing in May for an Epic Magical, but I'm just gonna leave it. It's fine. I don't know if you guys can hear my dog barking, but yeah, Ethereal, actually, yeah, sure, why not? Epic Piplish. Rare Piplish. Ethereal Workshop. We'll do Workshop Woolbox. Workshop Woolbox. Very good. Okay. And then this next day we can have Epic Magical and Rare Piplash. Rare Piplash. Alright, let's figure out which one of these is going to be doing what here. Which one of these screams life formula? Creepy School, maybe? That one? I feel like that could work. Bon Appetit, Mulch, Fleechworm. I think Creepy School. Do not, Ethan, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry you feel so strongly about that. What is Blairet Theory? What are we saying Blairet Theory? Creepy School. Epic Creepy School. Epic Creepy School. I put it in the wrong spot. Epic Magical. We just had one on Bone Island. I keep flipping through these. I just need to scroll up. Let's go Floris. I don't know if the person who requested Epic Floris earlier is still here, but Epic Floris is coming June 10th. Mark my words. You got a My Singing Monsters ad? Dang, that's crazy. Okay, we have nothing then, and then this next one, Shards Do More and Workshop Woolbox. Okay. Sorry, I'm just making this look better. Why did that? Epic School. I don't know if I spelled that right, but you know what that means. Single should be finished first. Yeah, they probably will be. So that's why we got to put Florus in here. And Florus, it'll be like a ethereal shard based monster where it's, you know, it's crystal themed, since we're having a bunch of crystals in this month and everything. Crystal theming / ethereal, I think we said this, crystal / ethereal theming throughout entire month. Ethereal promotions. Good. Okay. Equal sign. Equal sign what? Monculus on Workshop? That could be cool. Workshop doesn't currently have a thing, but I won't add it just because... Oh, well... No, I feel like Workshop isn't going to get a seasonal. We can just leave it. Alright. Jewel June. To end off Jewel June, we're going to go to Light Island and get Epic Florus actually on Light Island. I love adding something and then realizing it would work better somewhere else and just moving it down. Epic Florus is coming out on the day Sky Painting comes out. And in addition to that, we're not going to get a new island. We're going to get... You know what we're going to get? I was going to say Mimic on Gold Island, but I feel like that could be better if we move that somewhere else. So let's move it somewhere else. Let's move it to Anniversary Month. Epic Magical, Titan Soul, Paranormal, that's what we need. Alright, we're gonna move our Paranormal up. New Paranormal. New Paranormal, right? Alright. I know, we are running out of stuff. That means we have to start coming up with new things. Can't just keep relying on the old things here. Okay, so this is gonna be, actually, I don't think the control element is even in this one. This is gonna be Hoax. And Ruin. Make it smaller. And Depths. Alright. Now we have nothing for a week. And then we have... no, this is fine. I'm gonna move this here. New Paranormal. To start Sky Painting. There we go. And then we'll say in the middle of Sky Painting we will get... oh, didn't mean to do that. Oops. What else can we get relating to Sky Painting? Just another final triple. So Rare Teeter or Teeter Totter. I feel like that could work. Rare Teeter Totter. I can't spell to save my life. What the heck? There we go. June is really confusing. I don't know. Quad Paranormal and Anniversary Month? Probably. Yes, this is King of the Hill. The Legendary from May should be moved to June. Yeah, I can see that. Let's put it right at the beginning of June. Mirror Fires and then Epic Mimic. Not running Mammoth. Epic Mimic. Epic Schlep on that day. And then New Paranormal to close out the month. Or maybe we can move the New Paranormal up. So we have a week with nothing again. Right? I feel like that makes more sense. Move this up there. Okay, very good. And then we move to June and we say, hey, we're getting an update and you get a variant. You get, you know, some variants are coming eventually. They're not going to come immediately, but there they are. And then we get Weird Owl on Fire Oasis. Fire Oasis Legendary. That's how we're gonna spell it. Is Weird Owl. All right. Good night, AI Pam. Thank you for tuning in. Okay. That's good. Rare Teeter Totter to close out the month. Have we had an epic mythical? We need an epic mythical. Let's just do Catalyst for fun. Epic Catalyst. There we go. No. No, that'll come out in Acoustic. Acoustic August. All right, so we're running out of stuff. So I know I'm basically. Oh no, not Rage Bait. You guys were talking about Epic Woolbox on the workshop. Okay, I'm gonna take a short break really quick and get more water, even though I have water here. But no, Kayla, that's a great idea. Keep that in mind. I feel like Catalyst will be like the last one. Anyways, I'm gonna get more water real quick. I'll be right back. Here, watch this while I go. I'll be right back. Stay here. I have to take my microphone off. Actually, no. Can I just take you with me? No, I won't. I won't take you with me. You have to stay and wait. Sorry. I'm back. I'm back. Somebody called Whizbang. It won't show up. It's just a one-time thing. Hopefully it doesn't show up again. Alright. I'm fixing this. I'm gonna mess with you guys. Oh! Is Whizbang coming? I hope not. Nope, that's the wrong one. Nope, that's the wrong one. There we go. Alright. I'm gonna keep my headphones off for a little bit. The last time I did this, something happened, but this time nothing is gonna happen, I promise. Alright. We're halfway there. We've made it halfway through the month. I think now we're gonna have to start taking some liberties and just adding stuff in kind of wherever we want to. Bye, Ethan. Thank you for stopping by. Is Whizbang waiting for Life Formula to show up? Yeah, probably. I don't know. Whoever recommended Jaundice July. This is a month dedicated to disease in the monster world. Yeah, just waiting for sky painting. We'll call this one like Joyous July. What's like a campy word? Jumpstart July. We just start the year over again. Get ready for Fumpstart July. Here we go. Jumpstart July. And this will be fun because, hey, just kick back July. Just kick back July. That works, right? Joyous July. Yeah. Joyous July. We'll just do that. It's fun. It's campy. Nothing's really going on this month. It's summer song, you know. It's just a fun month. Jealous July could be fun too. Right. Month full of summer festivities. Monster Summer Camp returns. Community event returns. I don't know why I capitalized returns. We're also gonna get probably another islet here. End of the islets, we'll say, for that one. Okay, so we gotta figure out when Summer Song starts. When does this usually start? Beginning of July and goes to the end of July. Beginning to middle of July. Summer Song 2022 was short, dude. Holy moly. This one was pretty long. Went through almost the entire month of July. So, July 8th to the 29th, potentially. Go ahead and download this. I'll also let me get the bookworm on. Where's the bookworm on? This one. Okay. You think we'll get Primordial Island for Anniversary Month? That would be really cool. Oh my gosh, I wasn't even thinking about that. Hi, Tydree as well. Welcome to the stream. Maybe we're not getting a Legendary Island too. I feel like, I mean, Legendary Island would be cool, but maybe that's like end of the year kind of thing. Huh. So I have two thoughts. It's either all the islets conclude and we get a large, like, ethereal island, like Gold Island type thing, and then, or the other idea is we get that Primordial Island and then it's just a large, like, breeding island where there's quints and everything, but that would mean a whole different class of monsters. Earth Legendary in July for Summer Song. Yeah, I think you're right on that one. Okay, so what do we say? July 8th is the start of Summer Song. Congratulations, we made it. Very, very joyous. Summer Song begins. Summer Song will end on the 29th. Not the 29th. It'll end in August, probably. Okay, so last year the event ended before August, but it also started later. So maybe we'll put it there. And then when does Bookworm usually start? Mind boggle. 2025, beginning of August to middle of August. Okay. Yeah. All right. We can do that. So here we go. We have 3 weeks. I would love for a Play Your Part to happen. I just don't know what island they would do, you know, because there's not really a new island coming out. Earth Island Legendary. Okay, who were we having on Earth Island? I feel like Weird Owl going on the Fire Oasis was good. Land and Purefoy on Air Island was good. Who do we have on Earth Island? We're doing Hatsune Miku on Water Island, but who are we just going? Is Jack Black the the fan favorite here? Jack Black, Jacob Blacob. Whoever's not on air. What if we got like a seasonal type thing too, where it was like, hey, here's Hula's on Air Island and on Earth Island. What if Land and Purefoy also had a legendary that was on Earth Island and Air Island? That'd be funny. I'm hoping each primordial element will get its own themed island like Primordial Plant Island. That could be really cool. Okay. I'm going to say, if we go to Spotify, this might be dangerous, but actually, unless I can move it. Yeah, there we go. I'll just move it. My Spotify's clean. I didn't necessarily want to show you like immediately what was going to pop up here on the front. If we search My Singing Monsters, there is another band they have collaborated with. Kind of. And I think it's, hold on. I think it's Walk Off the Earth, but, let me show you. Plant Island, Walk. Yeah, Walk Off the Earth. So this band did a cover of Plant Island, but I had another idea here. If we go to just This Is My Singing Monsters, right, and we look at the summer song remixes, if I can find them here. Oh, they're even here. My Singing Monsters. Trying to find the remixes here. Where are they? They've just disappeared. Show all. Let's see these. Okay, well, summer song. I'm just gonna search summer song remix. Nitro Fun, and all these different like Monster Cat people, right? What if they did a collaboration with those people? Yeah, we made Land in Air Island. 2 legendaries on air would be hilarious too. I'm gonna say that the Earth Island legendary is going to be some kind of Monster Cat representative. Okay? And that lines up too with Summer Song, right? It's gonna be like some, whatever the Monster Cat, like, Monster Cat icon. Like this little guy. Imagine that as a legendary. You know? Who is JSAB? Who is that? Because that could be cool too, I just don't know who that is. So we're gonna say, I'm gonna say Monster Cat for that. It could also just be someone completely new. That's why I'm gonna say Monster Cat. I'm glad, Austin, you like the Mario Maker remix. We'll say Monster Cat rep. I'm gonna move this down one. No, never mind. I changed my mind. Never mind. All right. Another epic magical. We'll have an epic Wublin this week. And then to end Summer Song, we will get Poison Island. Yeah, I think that's good. No paranormal though, because that will, or I guess we can just do no Wublin. New paranormal. Unless, did we do all of the triples? No, I think Paranormal Carnival will end in Summer Song too. Yeah, so we'll do new Paranormal and it'll be the quad. Quad Paranormal. Releasing in, hello, thing. Alright, so Joyous July, you are getting your Paranormal Quad. You heard it here first. Oh, there we go. Move you up there. Do we have one more triple? No, we've done them all. We have Control, Hoax, Depths, Control, Ruin, Depths, and then Hoax, Ruin, Depths. That's all 3 of them. And I think we've already done the 3 double elementals as well. I'm not resizing these right, but it's fine. Okay, and this one too. Very good. All right. So that is going to be our final paranormal, which could be that'll be very fun. Final paranormal carnival monster coming out in July. Very good. And then for the 15th, we'll have an epic Wublin. No, epic magical. No epic Wublin. We'll put the epic Wublin in. No, we'll do the epic Wublin here, because then we can have a thing for the other thing. So who? I gotta see all of the Wublins again for like the 15th time today. Scargo, Astropod, let's do Waji. Why not? Epic Waji. How do I spell Waji? 2 J's. Epic Waji. All right. Did we list the epic Wublin here? Yeah, we did. Okay. Oh wait, yeah. Actually, you're right. Play your part for Paranormal Carnival. But then we have to figure out when the quad is releasing, right? Yeah, sure, why not? Let's go ahead and throw play your part. Let's put it in June, actually, because then they can release the new thing. No, I don't even know, man. There's so much. I guess we can just go a month without having a thing, right? So that means we'll put Poison Islet. I don't know. Do you guys see what I'm saying? What I'm thinking here? There is too much, like, there's just too much going on, you know? Like, we can't have Poison Island come out and then also a player part competition. So I think let's just sacrifice Poison Islet. Like, get that out of here. No more Poison Islet. Goodbye. New play your part. We'll move Epic Waji down. Boom, 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 boom. And we will have... This is probably too fast of a turnaround, but it's probably fine. Play your part video. Move that up. Yeah, no, they're gonna need more than 1 week to figure that out. We'll put Poison Island at the beginning and then new play your part announce. Okay, very good. Epic Waji. And then, what else do we have here at the beginning? Already did Rare Teeter Totter. Sure, yeah, that's fine. We can just have Epic Waji be there. And then nothing for 1 week. 1 week, 2 weeks. And we will move our final paranormal to here. Actually, that'll be when it releases. We'll say that the video is going to come out on this Saturday. Part video. Paranormal play your part video. Okay. That's good. I feel like Acoustic August doesn't really fit our theme anymore. so we're gonna probably have to change that. But are we missing any variants here? Or I guess we have them all. Epic Weasel, that's what we need. Epic Weasel. And then here for August, we'll get, this Wednesday will be the start of Mind Boggle. Alright, cool. I think I made the icon too small. There we go. We'll get an Epic Magical on Psychic Island. Let's say what was the last one we did? Teeter-totter, Piplash, Florus. Okay, we already did Florus. That was a single, so let's go double. Juggler, maybe? Let's go Juggler. Epic Juggler. Final Paranormal released. And then the following week we will get Epic Catalyst. Alright. I can spell it right. There we go. I don't think I spelled it right. Yeah. Okay. Very good. We're thinning it out a little bit here, it looks like. So we're gonna need something completely new here to kind of round out our, like, I don't know, we need to bring something else in. We have a Monster Cat rep for that. I think we have all of our things except for Water Island. September. Could we take 2 weeks off? I mean, I feel like they've done that before, I think. We'll just say we take 2 weeks off. To start anniversary month, we are going to get, on this Saturday here, we'll get our 14 years of MSM video, and that's the video where they showcase the update and then talk about everything that's coming. And then on the day, on September 2nd, we will get big content drop, Water Island Legendary, which is, we're gonna say Hatsune Miku because why not? We can dream, right? I need to make this small too, so we can barely see this. Oh, that's way too small. Okay. Hatsune Miku. Very good for that day. Water Island Legendary Miku. Now, what is the update? I feel like we're just getting a new island, right? Like, it has to be another island. Artistic August is good too. We can just do artistic. Okay. Final Legendary Miku. I really like the Primordial Island, because then that opens the door for more monsters that can be released, right? If we're running out of variants, what is the solution to that? We just make an island where we can make more variants, you know? Final Legendary Miku, that's another good idea. Vinny, all legendaries on Gold Island. Maybe, do we think the fire ones? All legendaries on Gold. Yeah, that's good. Get rid of that. Okay. Yeah, and then we can space out the variants throughout the month. Let me download the anniversary month sigil here. Okay. This will start on the 2nd and it will end, I think it's like this, literally the 2nd week of October that this ends. It's very small, but everybody can see it. And then we move over all the way over here to the 5th, I think. That usually when it ends is the 1st week. Anniversary month. Let's see. Yeah, it's usually the 1st one. Okay. Alright. So then we're gonna finish out our things here, all of our variants here. We just want a ton of variants. Epic Catalyst we've already done. Okay, so we finished our Epic Mythicals. I think all we have is Rare Whale, probably. So very cool, we get Rare Whale this week. And then we'll get, I don't know, another Epic Wublin, right? And then to close it out, we get an Epic Mythical. Or not Mythical, Epic Magical. I think Pixelotl. Pixelotl is a good, I'm trying to think whose anniversary month. Bon Appetit, maybe? No, that's more like Halloween. Bleachworm, Pixelotl, Dermot. Let's just go Scargo. I don't know where else Scargo would fit. Good night, Edgar. Epic Scargo. Alright. Epic Scargo. And we end the month with Magical. Epic Magical, right? Yeah. That gives us a new monster at least every week. And then where do we put this? I think Fairy Island. I think it's been a while since we had one on Fairy Island. Because this was Light Island. There we go, Rare Whale here. Rare Whale. Rare Vention. That'll be a fan favorite too. Yeah. And then we can get our first quad here. Let's do Platy. Alright. Yeah, I feel like that's anniversary month worthy. Okay, there we go. We've done that. Then we move to October, and I guess for the description this month, it's just, you know, cool stuff happening. Anniversary month. Right. And then because Primordial Island is releasing, let's go ahead and say that every week this month is giving us a new Primordial. So there's like a big Primordial Island with all 5 Primordial elements. So each time we get one, it's a new Primordial. Yeah, and lots of promotions. There we go. And then just a new Primordial again at the end of the month. But then, to end anniversary month, we get, scroll down here, I guess it could go on the 30th or it can go here, but we'll just put it on this Wednesday. We're gonna get Ethereal Gold Island. And I say that because then we get both of them, you know? We get both the Primordial Island and we get Ethereal Gold Island. So I don't know what that'll be called. The Meeb Space is what the fan-made one was called, so we'll just call it that for now. Put that there. And then, yeah, I think the rest of the year is pretty simple. Go ahead and I think it's, what do we even have left? It's Epic Magicals, Epic Wublins, and Primordials, right? So we get instead of Paranormals every month, we get a Primordial. Did I put Poison and Crystal Islet at the same time? No, I didn't. I think we put Crystal Islet in April and Poison in July. So there's like a 3-month gap in between. As the Fire Primordial, that could be cool too. I'll put that in like the notes here. Maybe Fire Primordial. There we go. Alright. So then we need Spooktical. Where am I going? Where am I going? Here. Let me just download the rest of these. Spooktical. This one. This one. And this one. Okay. Okay. Spooktical will start. Do we get 3 weeks of Spooktical? Spooktical. Is it 3 weeks or is it 2 weeks? It's 3 weeks. Okay. So Spooktical will start on the 14th. October, I feel like is pretty easy. Spooky. And the O for October comes from spooky. Spooky October. Okay. Move this down here. Spooktical. Boom. Bada boom, bada boom. That will go until Monday the 2nd. Let's just go ahead and fill out the rest of our holidays here too. Be here after. When does that start? November 1st, October 30th, Wednesday. Okay, so it's usually the Wednesday right before, so the 28th. Make that small. Put that on the 28th. Bing, bang, boom. Then we move it to the 11th. Okay. Feast Ember is happening this Wednesday, and it's going to end this Monday, and then we have nothing for 2 weeks. When did Season of EA start? Festival of EA. Not Season of EA, that's Festival of Love. You can tell as the stream goes on, I get more and more like confused over my words and everything. How are we doing on this too, by the way? Okay, I still have the headphones off, so I couldn't hear it. Yeah, it starts like the middle, so we can start Season of EA, Ominous October. Yeah, that's perfect. We'll call it that. This will start here, and then it will end after. It will end somewhere over here. Alright. So now, here we go. Let's start filling this in here. For Spooktical, we're getting another Primordial monster. That'll be cool. And then we'll get another Epic Wublin, because why not? Let's do Bon Appetit. Bon Appetit we said was Halloween anyways. How do I spell it? Petite. Right? Then we go here. It's been a while. No, it hasn't been a while. We did one in September. Let's put Epic Bon Appetit on the 21st, and then Rare Pentumbra, because that'll be, you know, it's shadowy, it's mysterious. That's a good one to put there. And then for Beat Hereafter, we'll do another Epic Bone Monster. Who do we have already? I'm not even. We did Echidna last time. Let's do a triple. Angela, Uduk, Wither. I like Wither. Let's do Wither. Epic Wither, and it can be like a Minecraft thing or something. You know, because Halloween and everything. Ominous October. This will be MSM Spooktical Contest. Test this month. Dress up like your favorite monster and post it online. Best costumes get to make a costume. Okay. And then various spooky promotions. Very good. Yeah, we'll do release order just for the rare quads, for the rare 3 quads. Okay, I think that's good for that. What do we have this second week here? I guess we can just I'm just defaulting now to, yeah, we're just gonna get a ton of primordial monsters. Another one at the beginning, or I guess right in the middle of November. This ends on this Monday. We'll have nothing on this Wednesday, and then to kick off Feast Ember, I feel like we're gonna need another update. But I don't know what this one will contain. We're gonna need, I think, a new class or something. Just like new class. And I don't even know what that would look like. But Bone Titan Soul for Beat Hereafter? Yeah, maybe. I think there'd be enough time. You know, why not? We have yeah, let's do that. Let me go over here. Yep, that's good. I like that. Bone Island Titan Soul. I think if they keep it to just one a year, that's fine, but they've spaced it out, so if we have one in March, having one in October, like right at the end of October, I think could be really good too. We'll move Epic Wither here. Okay, so now we need to figure out just something new here, right? Like, oh, and we completely missed too. I completely missed this. In August, we'll get the final paranormal, but I think we're also gonna get the Elder Celestials. So we'll put paranormal YouTube video and then Elder Celestials start. There we go. So we'll get one of those every single month then. Rare Rizmith are you saying for Beat Hereafter? Yeah. Rare Rizmith. How do I spell that? I just cannot spell like any of these guys. Rizmith. Rare Paranormals is another one too, yeah. We'll start that here. Rare Paranormals. We'll start in I have to hold this down probably so long, dude. It's not gonna work. We're just gonna put it up a little bit. Or no, I'll do update. 2 updates back to back. It'll probably be part of this update, but yeah, there we go. Okay, Rare Paranormals will come out with this. We'll move the Primordial Monster down. Rare Paranormals. Rare Pentambra. Epic Bon Appetit. Not Paranormal. What am I saying? Primordial. Okay. Very good. Big Wither. New class. I don't know. Do we think new class still works? The last Feast Ember was too small. Yeah, so I'm thinking, I mean, like, I literally just put new class here because, like, I don't know even what would fit, you know? I feel like we need kind of a big update, but also we have the Christmas update coming right around the corner, right? So why don't we, hey, Legendary Island, guys. Legendary Island. I feel like they'd save that probably for December, but to kind of commemorate, you know, it's been 1 year since the BB No Money Legendary came out. Legendary Island functions like Mythical Island, we'll say that. Okay. Then what was on the bottom of this? Yeah, save the new class for December. I don't even know. I feel like either new class or Legendary Island for December. Boom. A trading system. That could actually be really cool. So let's do that for the November update. We do a new, like, no, I feel like that'll come with the friends update. Okay, so they fixed the friends list cap. Let's say in November they make it so you can trade with friends or something. And what that looks like is I have currency, I have a monster that I don't necessarily want, but I want to send it to my friend, I want to like gift it to a friend. That will come out in Thanksgiving, you know, because then you can focus on like, oh, we're thankful for this, we're thankful for that, all these different kind of things, and it can be, you know, a very fun time. Another epic woodland, because of course we need them. Another rare paranormal, because of course we need them. We also we have yet to put a moniker on November as well. So nutritious November. I mean, nutritious November. I have no idea how it would work, but you know, they'd figure it out. You know, they figured out how to do a battle system. I mean, nutritious. It's not going to be nutritious, but guys, I kid you not. I was about. Let me center myself for this. I was about to look up N-words. Don't do that. If you ever decide to start streaming, don't look up that phrase. It would not be good. That said, we need some words to go in front of November that are appropriate. So if we have any ideas, I'm not doing nocturnal. That was another one I thought, but I don't know. Just be thinking about that. I'm just gonna put gibberish there. Bye, Kaylee. 9/11. All right. Rare paranormal. We'll do these. I'm gonna make this not all caps. Rare scallyrags. Rare paranormals. All originals. Okay, so what I mean by that is all of the ones that came out when Paranormal Carnival came out. Nugget November, they released a chicken nugget update. Sure, why not? Nugget November, it's bite-sized, so it's a bunch of little bite-sized content. So again, you know, rares, epics. This will be rare 𝗗𝗦𝗘𝗥. I don't know which things are capitalized in 𝗗𝗦𝗘𝗥, but we'll do that. I guessed, so if I got that right, that could be good. Mimic Island too. Yeah, we'll do Mimic Island. Mimic Island, Mimic on Gold Island, or even, yeah, Mimic on Gold Island, I think. Something of that nature. Financial February. And you save money, and you could do that. I think that's a good idea. You're right, we are way past February though. We had JUMPSTART February. For February. I keep going back to JUMPSTART. I think it's hilarious. Alright. Yeah, so we have Nugget November, bite-sized content, Mimic Island, Mimic on Gold Island. Why does it look like it says Mimicon? Hi, SSB, welcome back, welcome back. Okay, nothing much. We'll go through this shortly, but we're almost to the end of the year now, so we're getting there. Nugget November, bite-sized content abounds. Did I already use the word abounds in this list? I think I did. Where did I use it? Yeah, costumes abound. Bite-sized content galore. This is fun. Every day, a new epic monster, epic and rare. This is just kind of what they do in February, where they have the two rares that go together, or the two epics that go together, and they don't really have anything to do with each other other than like a very specific thing. But this is good because you don't even have to do that. Every day, a new epic, a new rare or epic becomes available for a limited time. And then this just switches every single thing. So the bite-sized content is just, hey, this is available just for a small amount of time. This changes every day. Get your monsters while you can. Okay, very good. It would break the rhyming chain. Oh, unexpected November, yeah. Natural November. Oh, that's good too. Natural November is it, dude. Forget Nugget November. Sorry, Fire Oasis Gaming, but we'll keep this though. Every day a new to coincide with the release of Natural Island. That's Mimic Island. It's just Natural Island. Even though Gold Island is technically Natural Island. I don't know. If there's anybody opposed to that, please state your piece now. State your arguments in the chat. A new rare or epic becomes available. A rare or epic, natural. Let's do rare and epic. Yeah, and legendary promotion. Right. Okay, cool. Okay? And then we get to December and we say, oh my gosh, there's another island that's coming out? And we say, heck yeah. And it's Legendary Island. So December can be don't forget December, Deltarune December, because that's the month that Deltarune is going to come out in. No, just kidding. We forgot about Colossi. I don't know if Colossi are gonna. I don't know if they're gonna come out or not. We'll go through as soon as let's finish December, and then we'll go through and make some changes here and there. So for December now, I think we added the costume contest, Kaylee. December can be called Holiday Jolly Day. I'm trying to think of words. Dark December would have been good for this past December because it's Shadow Islet, but Double December. Welcome back to Double December. Epic Wobbling here, yeah. That's good. We already did Epic Crypto School, Scargo, Pixelotl. Duration December, Definition December, Decent December, Advent Calendar December. We can go with Daring for now. Daring December because the mythical monsters are Defying. Yeah, Defying. daring, defying, kind of the same thing. Defying December, and it's against all odds and expectations, the legendary, every legendary monster has come together to create a new song. Breed them with the Legend Duke. That's what we're calling the monster that's on the legendary island that is like Catalyst. So Legend Duke will be the that'll be the one. Breed them with the Legend Duke to create new legendary hybrids. And then hybrids are made in collaboration with artists. Okay. Very good. Okay, legendary island functions like mythical island. We need a new primordial. At some point, that'll probably go on that other day. And then epic, another epic magical, because we need it. I think they release everything on this one day too, so. Psychic Island, Light Island, Fairy Island, Bone Island. We just did a Bone Island one, didn't we? Yeah. Wither. Juggler is there. Platy. So we need light. Let there be light. But which one? That's the question. Tutu? Sure. Tutu. We like Tutu. New primordial, and then rare paranormal. That actually hasn't come out yet. So the whatever paranormal came out in January will come out. The rare version of it will come out in December. This stuff is also going to come out on this day, which we need to include here. So like that, and then I don't think we get any new content for the rest of the year. I think it just kind of sits there. But oh yes, and rare Ugidi, you're right. And that'll close out the yeah, okay. That'll close out the things, all of the quads as well. You know, actually, what if we got rare Bamebith in December? Wouldn't that be cool? How can we make that work? We move rare whale to here, and then we just scoot everybody over. So then invention, we'll go there, and I know we had something for Pentumbra here, but it's fine. Pentumbra, and then we scroll down, and then this will be Rismith. How do I spell Rismith again, guys? Yeah, I don't know exactly. If for the rare paranormals, we're putting them coming out. Where do we put them coming out? I don't remember. Where did we put them? What the heck? Oh, it was here. Yeah, I was looking right at it. So when they first come out, all of the original ones will come out. So the 4 on the magical islands, those will all get rares, and then the 3 that originally were out. Hey Vanity, welcome to the stream. Someone help me spell. Someone help me spell Rismith. Oh, you think you spelled it wrong? Yeah, we'll just spell it like that, Rismith. That's good. Good enough. Oh wait, it's right. It's right there. It's fine. We already put Rismuth. Rare Ugidi. And then in December, we'll get Rare Bermuda. How do I spell Bermuda, dude? Bermuda. B-Meeb-F. There we go. Okay, so I think that's good. We didn't really focus on Acoustic August. So I'd like to put some more focus into that. But other than that, this is canon. This is what My Singing Monsters 2026 is going to look like. So let's go ahead and review it and just go over everything we've done. So January, we already know this one. This is Jumpstart January, right? We are currently on the 5th, but next week we are getting Epic Bowhead and Epic Astropod. We're going to lock that in. And then on the 28th, we're going to get a new paranormal. It's going to be Hoax and Depths. That's going to be that combo. We're going to get Rare Flask, and then Season of Love is going to start. And with that update, or with that seasonal event, is going to come an update that, among other things, is going to fix the limit on the friends list and make it so you can now have as many friends as you could before. Moving on to February, we have Fabulous February. I'm going to capitalize all these. So Fabulous February, what this one is costumes abound. Costumes are everywhere. Every week we're going to have new costumes for the Season of Love, but also for just, you know, new costumes in general. There also will be returning costumes throughout every week of this month. Promotions will relate back to getting costumes, so you know how this month we have Breeding Bonanzas going on. Yeah, it's a leaked calendar pretty much. This month we have Breeding Bonanzas, and there's like a leaderboard to see who's going to do what. In this month there will be a leaderboard to see who breeds the most monsters with the costumes, or with costumes on, right? There will also be a new community contest, and unlike the one in October, this one will be based on, okay, you have a monster, design a costume for it, and then we're going to vote and pick out the best ones, and then whoever wins that contest will get their costume implemented again. As for content coming out, it's very exciting because it looks like we have something coming out every single week, which is, wow, that's incredible. We're gonna move some of this stuff around, or not around, I'm just gonna move it up. So, Epic, to start off the month of February, we have Epic Gob on Light Island, and then Epic Sporo. Epic Gob is coming out because we need a new Epic Magical, and then Epic Sporo because of Yostrich and all that, right? Yeah, February really is crazy. Then, to start off the Chinese New Year, we are getting a new legendary on all places, Fire Haven. This is going to be the CG 5000. It's going to be CG5, of course, and he's going to be a robot type monster, and he's going to make robot sound, and it's going to be really cool. We're also going to get Epic Dromedary on that day, and then to close out whatever this seasonal event is called, Crescendo Moon, we're going to get a new paranormal. It's going to be Control and Ruin. That is February. Fabulous February, very fabulous. To end the month, wait, hold on, actually. To end the month of February, we will also have, I'm going to add this, costume contest ends / winners. Okay, so then to end the month of February, the costume contest will end and the winners will be announced. Moving on to Magical March. We we didn't change the description on this one. Magical promotions throughout the month. New magical content. There we go. That's pretty much what Magical March is. So, yeah, this is MSM time traveling. Also, yes, happy early birthday, SBB. Okay. So Epic Dromedary might come out on the 18th. We'll have to see. Let's just go. Epic Dromedary? Nah, New Paranormal first. That's probably more accurate, actually. New Paranormal, boom, boom, and then on the 18th, Epic Dromedary. Very good. All right. Magical March. Not getting anything the first week. We need to kind of take a break because February was a lot. But the 11th, as soon as Clover Spell starts, we are getting the Fairy Island Titan Soul. This is long awaited, but it's going to be very cool. Let's go ahead and just predict some of the things it's going to do. It'll have feathers flying around the island. I need to pull up Fairy Island too, because I don't even remember what it looks like. Alright, so this Titan Soul, all of the little dangly things on the mask there are going to light up like the Light Island Titan Soul. That'll be the first stage. The second stage will be all these little feathers in the front will start moving around and start singing. Maybe they have little mouths that get painted on or something. And then the third stage is all these little gnome rocks. Some of them will pop up from the sides and start going boom, 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 like the Super Mario Bros. Theme. So that'll be really cool. In addition to this, Epic Cantarell is coming out. And then the week after Epic Cantarell is released, we are getting Extravaganza, because Easter this year is on April 5th. So to start Extravaganza, we're going to get our final Double Paranormal, which is going to be Ruin and Depths, and then we're going to get Rare Exert, which is going to be a very coveted monster at that time. Moving on to Aesthetic April. It probably will be a fungus, I think you're right. Yeah, this is year in review for 2026. Just, I'm sorry to spoil everything, but like, you guys clicked on the stream, so I should have put a spoiler warning or something. Aesthetic April. What this month is community members will be challenged to decorate their islands like never before. And this is because on yeah, we're going to move this over here. So this update is actually going to happen on, well, I don't know. It's fine. It can come out on the 1st. Okay, never mind. So to start out the month of April, right on April Fool's Day, the community will think it's a joke, but they're going to release a trailer and it's going to be like, hey, here's this big thing that's coming out. And the big thing that's coming out is Crystal Islet. So that'll be really cool. But in addition to Crystal Islet releasing, we're also going to be able to add decorations to the islets. That is not something that you can currently do. So adding that will be a feature that a lot of people take advantage of, and it will coincide exactly with Aesthetic April. New decorations will also be released to coincide with the islets. SVB, you just said that Paranormal Carnival should get some Star Rocks, so we're going to go ahead and add Star Rocks to Paranormal Carnival. Maybe the Star Shop opens on the Ethereal Islets and each one of the islets gets its own Star Rock. I don't know, we'll have to see. But we'll continue that contest. Winners will win rewards, and community will also be encouraged to start decorating, and everyone will start winning rewards, right? In addition to this, because this is happening this month, what is this called? Hold on. It's on the tip of my tongue. I'm not looking at chat. The one with the vein. I said it earlier. What the heck is it called? What the heck? It's been a long day. It's almost 11 p.m., dude. Okay, I'm looking at chat. Chat, what is it? Echoes of Eco. Thank you, Isaiah. Echoes of Eco. I'm gonna say I have not. Oh, I hit the mic. Sorry, Mike. Completely forgot. Echoes of Eco. Okay, so Echoes of Eco, because Echoes of Eco is happening this month as well, we're also going to get a Crucible rebalance. And that's something that the community won't have requested, but it's something that will be very appreciated once it happens. Then as we continue through the month, we'll move to Echoes of Eco, and what do you know, we have a new legendary, and this is the Air Island legendary. Hold on. This is the Air Island legendary Landon Purifoy. If I can spell his name right. This will be a little bit of a shock maybe to the My Singing Monsters community. They knew that it was possible for people who voiced monsters to get more monsters in the game, and considering that Landon Purifoy voices Bamibe, it makes sense that he gets his own legendary. There will be a few people who are disappointed that it's not Weird Owl, or Weird Owl. Weird Owl, I think I said that right. But they will find Weird Owl in the game later in the months to come. Yeah, I'm sorry that Vavain. So sorry. Epic Gnarls will also release on the 15th, followed by Epic Echidna and Epic Pinghound just a week later, and then to end the month we will get our first triple element paranormal. Alright, moving on to Mishap May. This month is very fun because it really leans into the lore aspect and the goofiness of Spirit as a monster. We say, oh no, Spirit has lost its 20 pieces of a map, or something along those lines. It's lost its pieces of a map. The community must come together and find each piece of the map to unlock new content and prizes for the community. So this will, new content will be coming out. The contest will probably be announced on the 6th, and then after this week, the community will have found, oh, there's Mirror Fire Islands, and oh, Epic Mimic, and then the next week, we'll find Epic Schlep and another paranormal. So that'll be really fun. May is the month of weird, yeah, pretty much. Moving on to June. June is Jewel June, which, hold on, actually, let me do this real quick. Capitalize all these. Jewel June. I just need to make it all uppercase. Just do that. There we go. Oh. Alright. Jewel June. So, Jewel June. Life Formula. I remember that one. Life Formula is starting right at the beginning of June. This used to be the month of the mythical, but it's been taken over by the ethereals, and what this looks like is we're getting an update where shards are going to do more. There's a Woolbox on the workshop now. You can collect a bunch of shards, and throughout the entire month there's going to be ethereal promotions, one lining up with every week for each of the 5 elements of the ethereal class. So this first week will be Plasma, and then Shadow, Mech, Crystal, and then going into July it will be Poison, and that will transition perfectly into Summer Song. In addition, on this first day, we will be getting the Fire Oasis Legendary Weird Owl. Now, this is coming right after some of those people were disappointed that Weird Owl was not in My Singing Monsters. Well, he actually is, and he's the Fire Oasis Legendary. So that'll be really fun. In addition, the following week we're going to get Epic Crepuscule and Rare Piplash, and then after a week of no content, we will get Sky Painting. I'll probably say something or make a fun video, but in addition to that, we'll get Epic Florist and the final triple elemental paranormal. That'll be really fun. And it'll also be really fun because we're moving into Joyous July, because, wow, the community will rejoice that we have Weird Owl in My Singing Monsters. This will be something that people will be talking about on YouTube forever. Paranormal Gold Island would be really fun. Boxing Behemoth, that would suck. Maybe we shouldn't do the workshop Woolbox. Okay, Joyous July. This is a month full of summer festivities, Monster Summer Camp community event that will also return, and then the islets will end this month. So, to kick off the month and to end Sky Painting, we're going to get our final rare triple, or rare 3 triple, and that's going to be Teeter Totter. I'll be very happy about this. Moving into Summer Song, that following week, we're going to get our Earth Island Legendary, and it's going to be a Monster Cat rep. So that will look like, pulled this up earlier, but that will be this little cat in some form. So this version of the cat, maybe it shapeshifts into other artists. It's just a monster that celebrates art and electronic music in a way that no other monster has before. I guess other than Wilbox, but Wilbox and the Monster Cat rep will get along really well. In addition, we will also get the final islet in the game, and that will be Poison Islet. And this will come with much praise and applause. But that is not all, because in addition to Poison Islet, in addition to a new legendary, we're also going to get a new Play Your Part competition announced. And this will be for Paranormal Carnival, and Eagle Eye viewers, Eagle Eye players will notice that, hey, the final Paranormal has not been released yet, you know, and they've been on a monthly release schedule. What is happening here? And it's because the same thing that happened with Ethereal Workshop is going to happen here, where they're going to release the quad with the Play Your Part competition with that final video. So I had to burp, sorry. That next week we'll get Epic Waji and Epic Weasel, and then the following week we will get Rare Whale, which will be our first quad rare ethereal. Nothing for a week. Then as we go into August, Acoustic August, I'm changing the theme. Calm before the storm. Normal promotions. I like that idea of having like the community create fan songs, but I don't think it really fits with August anymore. Okay, so Acoustic August. We get to the first week in August, actually the first day in August really. We're going to get a Paranormal Play Your Part video. That's where this video is going to be released. And also Elder Celestials are going to start, and the first one is going to be Scartar. Now, this will probably be shown somewhere in these trailers in the previous month, but you know, that'll be very, very fun, very important. And each month a new Elder Celestial will be released. Then, moving into the Bookworm holiday. Hold on, I gotta restart this video here. Hold on. There we go.
I've been making my...
Alright. Moving into Mind Boggle, right? We have Epic Juggler, and that final Paranormal is going to release. And then the next week we'll get our final Epic Mythical and Rare Invention. And then we'll have 2 weeks of nothing because My Singing Monsters is preparing for a very large anniversary month. So then that next Saturday before anniversary month we'll get 14 years of MSM. That'll be a video and it'll show all the stuff that's coming. And among all the stuff that's coming is the first week we get a brand new island, Primordial Island. And this uses all 5 primordials from all 5 of the islets, puts them all together on the one big island, and it's a breeding island. So you get, it'll come out with, we'll say, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe 10 monsters max. So there's 5 new primordials that you can get. Maybe all the doubles are released, I don't know. But all these monsters come out, and we are told that more primordial monsters will release as the game continues. And this will give us more monsters to, you know, we finished rare ethereals, we finished epic, you know, mythicals, we finished all these different variants. Now we have the primordial class of monsters, and that opens up a whole new realm of variants and monsters that can be added to the game. We'll get our final legendary monster. This will be Hatsune Miku. I don't know if this will happen or not. This is going to happen because we're leaking the content, but on a serious note, I really hope this happens. This would be really cool. But we will get our final legendary this month. It'll be probably the first anniversary update. And then all of the legendaries, at least all the ones on the natural islands, will either end up on Gold Island or will, you know, end up on this Primordial Island. They'll do something more than just be on their island. Or maybe even we get the Weirdos on Gold Island. You know, that's another idea. That next week we will get Rare Pentumbra and a new Primordial. Every month this week we'll get a new Primordial, or every week this month we'll get a new Primordial. Then we'll get Epic Scargo and a new Primordial, Epic Platy and a new Primordial, and then the last day we will also just get a new Primordial. It's going to be a very good month. I know some of you were saying you're very excited for Anniversary Month. I am too. 14 years of MSM is a very long time, and I think it's going to be very fun. Ominous October. So, this month is obviously Halloween. We're going to have the MSM Spooktacle contest. Same as it always has been. Dress up like your favorite monsters, post it online. Best costume gets to make a costume. Some creators will judge it, right? I'm going to scoot over a little bit so that way you can see me. And then there will be various promotions, you know, about Plant Island and spookiness and all that stuff. But to end Anniversary Month, we are going to get potentially one of the most sought after updates in the entire game, and that is the Ethereal Gold Island, right? This will already have all of the monsters already on it, and it will be the culmination of this Zorro islet experiment, where it'll be on the mirror island or mirror timeline, and all the islets maybe come together in the middle or something, and you can just, you know, get all of your ethereal monsters onto this Gold Island, and all of the monsters will already be available. So that'll be very fun. We put maybe Fire Primordial there. I think we're gonna put the Fire Primordial on Primordial Island, and that'll just be a monster that's there, right? So yeah, to start Spooktacle, we're going to get, we'll say 4 rare paranormal monsters. 4, yeah, it'll be the original 4, so that way we can get the new ones when they start coming out. So the original 4 paranormal monsters will come out to start Spooktacle. We'll get Rare Rizmith, and then the following week we'll get Epic Bon Appetit and a new Primordial monster. Then to start Beat Hereafter, we will get the final Titan Soul, and that will be the Bone Island Titan Soul. It'll be very cool. Let's go ahead, since I did this for Fairy Island, let's go ahead and look at Bone Island and see which one, or what's going to happen here. Alright, so I think these little things are going to move around. They're going to like flick, maybe. That'll make a sound. We'll have maybe a ghost choir come up in the back. That'll be really cool. And then some of these, the eyes on some of these skeleton monsters will light up as well. That'll be what that Primordial, the Titan Soul does. Then moving into November, this is Natural November. Oh man, we have so many islands coming out. This will be Natural November. The idea here is a focus on the natural islands. I don't think we're going to have Natural Island, actually. I know we had that there, but there's just too many islands coming out. We can't have that many islands. There's too many. So, Natural November, we're going to show some love to the natural islands. To the natural islands. New rare and epic natural monster will become available every day in November. Kind of like how the Birds of a Further promotion works in February, but this time it's in November, so it's something to like be thankful for and all that, and they'll really highlight that. To start the month, we'll get Epic Wither, which is on Bone Island, right? That'll be a new epic for Bone Island. For Feast Ember, we'll get a new update, and among the things added, we'll get Mimic on Gold Island. Now, I don't know what else will be added for this update, but hopefully it'll be more than just, you know, 1 or 2 things. Maybe we'll also get, we'll say, Rare Wobox on the workshop. And you won't have to box Bamibeth, because that'll probably be really difficult. So rare will box on rare workshop will box. Yeah. Okay. There we go. And then the following week we'll get rare pixelotl and not rare 𝗗𝗦𝗧𝗜𝗦𝗧𝗏. We'll get rare scallyrags. So there we go. That will end out November, and then to start December we will get Legendary Island, and that will be an island that takes all of the legendary monsters and puts them all together. It's a very large collaboration, and it's nothing that has ever really been done before in a game, which is really cool. It'll function like Mythical Island. There'll be a new monster there. Its name will be Legend Duke. It's an original creation to me, so thank you for that. You breed the legendary monsters with Legend Duke, and then hybrids are made, and each of these hybrids was made in collaboration with the artist that legendary monster is. In addition to this, everything will be released on this day just as it was this past year, because Christmas, you know, they take a big break and everything. So we'll get a new Primordial, maybe a few of them, I don't know. Epic Tutu, the rare paranormal, we'll do Dactyl for this one. Rare Dactyl and rare Amoeba as well. So that is My Singing Monsters 2026, everybody. What do we think? What do we think? I took a break from reading chat so I could read all of that, but I don't know. I think I'm pretty confident about this. I think we did a good job. We gotta do 2027, maybe next year. I think that's a little far out. Yeah. All right. So I think that's good. There is one thing that I think we might have missed, and that is this focus on a community thing. I feel like there's going to be something really community driven that releases this year, and I don't know when it will release. If anything, probably during September. And if I had to guess, there's a very large focus in the community on creating fan-made monsters. So maybe there will be an island that releases that you can kind of make your own monsters on and do that kind of thing. But I don't know. We'll see. That'll be really cool if it does come out. But yeah, you're getting so spoiled. If any of this is true, you know, we are truly getting spoiled, especially near the end of the year. That's like 3 islands back to back to back. But I don't know. We'll have to see. But I will come back. We're gonna save this document, and we are gonna reopen it in a year. If I'm still alive and this channel is still kicking, which I don't know why it wouldn't be, you know, unless something happens, right? But we'll come back to this, and we're gonna open it up, and we're gonna see how accurate we were. Hopefully we got everything right, you know. I think we've done a great job here. But then we'll come back and we'll do 2027 as well. So anyways, we did everything we wanted to do. Thank you everybody so much for watching. That is pretty much it. I'll leave this up on the screen so that way you can maybe take a screenshot of it, even though you cannot read a single month what this says. But oh, my voice is tired. Man, whew. That's fun. Okay, so you all know, streams every Monday, alright? I will be back next Monday with a very fun stream idea. I guess I'll go ahead and spoil it for you. Let's see what we already have, what we have here. M2 check live stream there. Getting top of the breeding leaderboard. So that is what we'll be doing next week. We are going to be breeding mythicals until we reach the top of the leaderboard. And I don't know how long that'll take, but we're going to be spending a lot of diamonds, and it'll be very fun. So tune in next week. Hopefully a video coming out this week. We'll have to see. But thank you all for tuning in. I really appreciate you. Yeah. I don't have a fun outro for this one, so you're just going to have to sit here as I awkwardly say goodbye to all of you. But thank you for tuning in. I hope you have a great rest of your night, and happy monstering.